me get this set up. Hello, Parker. How you doing? Yes, a whole lot of stuff went down uh, this morning and in the afternoon. A whole bunch of firings and signs. Let's go Indiana beat Miami. Hey, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Like I said, I'm hoping for a great game. Hoping for a great game. Yes. Uh, yeah. Unfortunately, Sean McDermott got fired. Why did he get fired today? I think it's one of those things where you can kind of tell that in an organization, sometimes there needs to be moved on. Same as the thing with John Harbaugh. There needs to be sometimes where there needs to be a change of leadership, even if there's been success, and it's because of the fact that unfortunately, um, you've just had a whole bunch of just repeated not making it to the ultimate goal. That happened with John Harbaugh. That happened with Sean McDermott. And it's like the thought process is that, well, we're in this rut. We got to find a way to get out of it. So that's the reason why he got fired. We'll see if it's going to be if it's the right decision. I do think it's interesting that they decided to keep Brandon Beane and actually promote him, while also firing Sean McDermott instead of going clear house. But that is what it is. And then also Jeff Hafley, the Packers DC, actually got hired as the Miami Dolphins head coach. So that's nothing happened today. So a little bit NFL news, but right now paying attention to college football. As you can see, I am wearing a Miami shirt. That's part of the deal that I made with Manuel. So I am indeed wearing this. Am I going for Miami to win? I'm going for pretty much just a great game. I not that I couldn't care less about who wins, because that's not the right word I want to use, but I want each team to almost win. So I'm going back and forth who I think is going to win. I think I'm actually going to go with Miami, since I'm wearing the Miami shirt. Might as well go for Miami. Because regardless of what happens, each team has had a fantastic season. Miami barely made it in, making it all the way to the national title. Indiana, never even been in the national title conversation, making it all the way. If Miami wins in their home stadium, that's incredible for Miami and incredible for their university. Indiana is already incredible, because like I said, as far as what you're able to rebuild, and you have the thought process of I'm gonna be able to keep this up. So again, either team wins, be amazing. If Carson Beck does win, he wins 3 national titles. Now, technically, 2 is as a backup for Georgia, but that'll be 3 national titles. Will Rams football going to beat the Seahawks or not? So I've kind of thought about that a little bit more now, since, like I said, this has been confirmed who's going to be in and whatnot. The Seahawks have been, obviously, they were dominant against the 49ers. Injuries definitely affect that. The Rams have been Sam Darnold's kryptonite, which is what a lot of people have been saying, but a lot of people are just automatically just going with the Rams. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Because I think you can see the problems with the Rams, and that is the defense in the fourth quarter, a lot of times crumbles. So if it's a close game, especially at home for Seattle. Secondly, Seattle still has the weapons to be able to exploit that secondary for the Rams, especially the cornerbacks. And Mayor Ford's not that great. So again, I think it's possible that the Rams win. I haven't decided who I'm going to pick yet for that one. Same thing for the Patriots and the Broncos. I haven't decided who I'm going to pick to win that game. But I don't think it's a done deal. I don't think it's a done deal for the Patriots to just make the Super Bowl. I understand that it's going to be Jarrett Stidham starting for the first time of the season, throwing his first passes in the regular season since 2023. I get it. But anything can happen, and this is also another test. So as long as Jarrett Stidham does not have a lot of turnovers, which is what we've seen from the Texans and also the Chargers, it will still be a close game, because it's been a close game the whole entire way through, and Drake May has indeed had turnovers as well. So Indiana does defer, and Miami will start with the ball. Yeah, like I said, the Broncos going to be. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Um, Obviously, like I said, the Broncos defense is going to be able to get after New England. Like I said, the fact that your offensive line is not great, Texans were easily able to get after them. Nick Benito's going to be the difference in this game, I believe. Nick Benito and Zach on the inside. If they're able to affect Greg May, if they're able to get, force him to throw some completions, force him to throw some interceptions, how is, Patrick Surtain going to be going against Stephon Diggs? That's going to be key to those games. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go for the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game. I just haven't made a pick yet. I do like how they're kind of showing like Mendoza and also Mario Cristobal's kind of connection to Miami. Both of them from Miami. Um, Mendoza's dad even like played with Mario Cristobal in high school, which is kind of crazy. Um, Mendoza grew up in Miami, like all this kind of stuff, and being in Miami. I don't know. It's kind of like a storybook ending. It's kind of like a storybook ending for each team, really, truly. Um, I'm hoping the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. That would be amazing. If the Broncos are able to win a Super Bowl, like I said, that's what I was telling Zoe before. I was like, the Broncos have led an anemic offense to a Super Bowl before. Yes, obviously that defense was one of the best of all time, but you've seen it happen before in a where there's not like a dominant quarterback, because even Drake May hasn't played the best in the playoffs, but that's because one of these really great defenses. So again, I could see it happening. I could see any of these teams winning the Super Bowl the last four that are remaining, and so I'm really excited to see how this championship game's going to go. So Indiana's going to knock this ball. What the heck? But the game's ball away, and it looks like it's going to be for a return from the 1 yard up to the 5-10, up to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, and all the way to the 28-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. Great job there, about great return by Miami. Showing Carson Beck so far for first three college playoff games, 509 yards. Obviously, they didn't have much in the first game. 68% completion and 4-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. All right. First down 10. Carson Beck going to be a shot. Oh, nope. Actually going to be pistol. Pistol formation. Flesh behind him. Goes to 7 motion to the left. Going to be a hand to Fletcher, who's going to try to build that defense up to 30, up to 35, and just moving people. Gains 9 yards. Second down and 1 for Miami. Great job there by Fletcher. Bears football should have won that game last night. Yeah, like I said, it's unfortunate. Obviously, like I said, some people say they should have gone for 2. I understand them not going for 2. Like I said, you have to believe in your defense, even if it goes to overtime, and they did. It's just unfortunate they tried to go a home run hitter when all they need to get is a field goal, but it is what it is. Second and 1, going to be tight end to the right, Fletcher to his left, shotgun formation. Going to send Tony in motion. And going to be a quick throw to knock out Tony. Gets the first down to about the 40, up to about the 43-yard line. So first down tip for Miami. Great job there by Miami. Like I said, getting the ball in space, and like I said, that great first down run that was still for 9 yards. Like I said, it's really going to come down to can Miami run the ball against this vaunted run defense. And they're able to, they can keep Carson Beck, stress-free and not have everything on his shoulders. And that's when he starts dialing up some great passes. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher. Goes to the right side. Gets about 2. Great tackle there by Pons. Love the Angelo Pons. Like I said, he's probably, I don't know, maybe it could be a second-round pick. I know for sure a third-round pick. But, outstanding cornerback. Yes, a little bit smaller, so he's more so played nickel. But, outstanding guy. Outstanding guy. So, second down and 8 from the, is it the 40 or 50-yard line? Or 45? I think it's 45. Yeah, 45-yard line. Shotgun formation, Fletcher to his left. 13, 15, left go first. Bunch to the left. Now I'm going to send Tony into motion over to the right. Draws back a pass. And got time. Got plenty of time. Only rushed to 3. And he's going to throw this one. And it's going to be incomplete. Third down and 8. 13:02 left go in first quarter. Yeah, only rushed 3 there. Miami is not great on third and longs. If it helped that Texas A&M game, that was terrible Texas A&M game. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, rushing forward, throws, and that's me. Malachi Tony got dragged down by his dreads. Got to the 49-yard line. It'll be fourth down and about 4-ish. So it's going to be a punt. Hello there, man. How you looking at? I'm looking out for Omar Cooper Jr. I heard he's a great wide receiver. Possibly might be a little bit third round. Cooper would be Elijah Sherrod. That one is the one you should be looking out for. He's probably a second-round pick, though. But he's outstanding, too. Are you sure the coming Saturday NFL? I thought the conference championship games are both on Sundays. But if it's on Saturday and Sunday, I'm sure both those ones for sure. Punt is underway, and it's a pretty decent one. Fair caught at about the 4-yard line. I'm surprised you didn't let that one go. So it'll be first down 10 from the 5. Indiana get on the field. The final streams that I'll be doing is the championship games. I'm not streaming the Super Bowl because I'll be with friends. I didn't do it last year because, like I said, I was hanging out with my friends, that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to continue to do that. As much as I would love to stream the Super Bowl, I also try to make some time to see them when I can, since I'm away from them. So I'll be doing that for Super Bowl, but I will be streaming both those conference championship games. So that should be fun. That'll be the last one of the week. It's on Sunday. Okay. All right. So both of them are Sunday. So I'll be streaming both of those. And those will be the final streams of the final streams of the season as far as streaming games. Because I'm trying to think if I'm going to do anything other kind of stream. I might do mock draft streams. I thought about doing that. Just depends on how y'all would like to, if y'all would like to do that. I typically only do 3 mock drafts. I do one once everyone is done and get my initial thoughts on where I think people are going to go. I do one after major free agent moves are done. So after basically the first week of free agency. And then I do one right before the draft. Anyone who does 50 mock drafts, what are you doing? You're putting the same exact stuff every single time. It makes no sense why there are so many mock drafts. After every single week, there'll be a new mock draft. There'll be a new mock draft, sometimes twice a week. So I don't know. I don't know why people do post those all the time. I get maybe they do well. They do want to see who do people think I'm gonna get? But some of it makes no sense. Why would the Panthers want to take an interior offensive lineman? What sense does that make? We have signed 2 of the biggest contracts to guards in the NFL. So why in the world would we try to draft an interior offensive lineman? Because, like I said, they're putting the Penn State guy at us. Now, he's great, obviously, great. But he's not coming to Carolina. There's no reason for him to come to Carolina because he's not moving in at center, and neither of the guards are moving at center. So why would we draft a backup first round? Parker, are you going to shoot the Super Bowl? No, I'm not going to shoot the Super Bowl. Like I said, I'm going to be with my friends. So not streaming that. Like I said, I didn't do it last year. I'm not going to do it this year. Maybe next year. Because a lot of my friends won't be in Auburn anymore. They'll be in different places, so it'll be kind of hard to all congregate for Super Bowl. But since a lot of them are still going to be in Auburn, I'm going to be traveling up there just to be able to see them. Because like I said, it's been a while since I've seen all of them for a consistent amount of time. So from the 5-yard line, going to be shotgun formation, running back to his right, 2 times set. Going to be a play action pass and throws Cooper up to the 10. And wow, what a move by Cooper. Gets up to the 15-yard line, first down 10. He just broke. Who ankles did he break? He broke somebody's ankles. He slipped right through. He did a little duck move and got out of the grasp of the defender. So first down to the 15-yard line. As you were saying, Omar Cooper. But look at Charlie Baker. I think he's a little bit younger. I think he has one more year. But Sarah is also really daggone good. Going to be a handoff here to Black, and that's going to be up to the 20, up to the 17-yard line. Yeah, 17-yard line. Second down, nine. All right. Second down, 9. 11:20 left of the first quarter. Mendoza going to be in shotgun formation. Black to his right, dropping a pass and getting pressure. Dumps it off to Black. Gets like a yard. Great job there by Miami. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. This is what's going to be interesting. On 3rd and 8, you got Bain and Mesidor can just pin theirs back, try to rush the passer. This should be fun. Also, they're putting 2 guys on Bain. All right, 3rd down 8, shotgun formation, run back to his right. Drops back a pass, getting pressure, rolls up to his right, and is going to have to throw this one away. Great job there by Miami. Dodged a little bit of blitz, got pressure on the right side, had to have him roll out. Look at Jason Taylor. He's so happy. Look at there. Yeah, they had 6 men on the line. They only rushed 4, but, pressure off the edge, number 12. Also, great move by Ruben Bain. He was one-on-one. He took advantage of that one. He was under pressure as well. So, 2 straight punts. So, punt by Miami, punt by Indiana. Punt is underway, and it should be a decent return by Malachi Tony up to the 32, up to the 35, up to the 30, 40, up to the 42-yard line. Great, still pretty good return, return about 10 yards. They were trying to fold Malachi Tony, though. There is a flag, however. Holding on the return team. So it's going to back him up. Go on and back him up. All right, so it depends on where the holding happened. Depends on where that ball's going to be. Let's see here. Yeah, that was a bad hold too, number 22. You already knew that. You got him by his shoulder, you dragged him down. So, well, so 0-0. At least it's been 3 and outs. Been, got a first down, then stalled out. Got a first down, then stalled out. One great move by Mark Cooper got that first down, and then, like I said, you had that run by Fletcher. So already, it's what's been like the keys to the game. How does any wide receiver going to go against Miami's DB, especially when you have one that's suspended for the first half of the game? How is Miami going to be able to run the ball at 9-yard run Fletcher? Now, how is that going to continue on? How is it going to continue on the game? That's to be determined. But that's the huge part. And Miami's also going to get pressure on Mendoza when it's 3rd and long. So again, you're starting to see some of the keys to the game already starting to show its face. Like how Miami does on the early downs is really going to impact how this game goes on both sides. That's kind of how it goes for everybody. But when you have an amazing pass rush, if you're in pass rush situations, you're going to be able to take advantage of your advantage. Because like I said, as much as I like Indiana's offensive line, I think they're better at run blocking than they are at pass blocking. And they have shown times when they get some great pass rush or great blitzes. Like I said, Ohio State also got that too in the Big Ten championship game. They do struggle. It's just helped that they've been up a lot, so they can just do runs and play extra passes, and that's about it. I'm not trying to take anything away from Indiana. I'm just saying they've made it look very, very easy because it has been very easy for them. Because they've got enough turnovers on defense, because they've got enough big. And when you're up big, you can just do whatever you want at that point. You just run the ball and be like, okay, I just take my sweet pressure time. But mm, Mendoza was a Patriots fan. With him going to the Raiders, that's kind of interesting. And living in Miami and being a Patriots fan is kind of funny. Not gonna lie. All right. So we first down 10 from the. Let's see where is that. I'm assuming that's a hold call, probably 15 yards. Probably like the 20 something yard line, 27 probably. Let's see. Um, no, from the 23-yard line. Shotgun formation, Fletcher to his left, Macedonian motion up to the left, and going to be a handoff to Fletcher off the right side to the 25, all the way to the 27-yard line. Gain 4 yards, second down 4. Great job by him. Hello there, Daniel. How you doing? How you doing? Why does Tim Tebow look so shiny? Tim Tebow look shiny? Wait, is it like what he's wearing, or like he just looks glistening, like he's got like some Vaseline on or something like that? I don't know. I haven't seen Tim Tebow yet, so I have no idea. Pistol formation with Fletcher behind him. Gonna send more in motion to the right. Gonna be a hand to Fletcher, who's going to pick the wrong hole. He got like a yard, but that's about it. So it'll be third down 5. Let me check and make sure here, but I'm pretty sure he picked the wrong hole. Yeah, why don't you wait? What, dude? Why didn't you follow your tight end? I'm not going to question Fletcher, but that he basically ran into the blockers. Not smart. Third down 5, not 11. Never forget. Let's go first quarter. Shotgun formation with Fletcher to his right, Tony to his left, and looks like might be a blitz coming. Only rush 3. Got plenty of time, and throws across the middle. Broken up. Great job there for number 7. And that's going to be 4th and 5. Got to punch the ball away. 8:54. Let's go first quarter. But yeah, they had like about 6 of the line, and they all dropped back. Yeah, he's got plenty of room. It's a great play with number 7, though. I'll give it credit. Great play with number 7, the safety. And punt is underway, and it looks like a decent one. To be fair, caught about the 29-yard line. So first down 10 for 29-yard line for Indiana. 8:48 left to go in the first quarter. And please don't go to commercial break. We just came out from commercial break. Let's let another drive happen before we go to commercial break. Yeah, and also to mention about the fact that the NFL draft is in Pittsburgh this year. Should be interesting. I know that it's earlier than normal. I think it's like April the 24th, I think. Excuse me. Look at there. There's only 5 players who won Heisman National Title League drafted first overall. Mendoza might be this year. Tom Brady's in attendance. Look at there. I think they reported that too, that Tom Brady was going to be there. But I did not know that Mendoza was a Patriots fan, so that makes it even more funny. All right, Mendoza, going to be shotgun formation. That's not Black, it's the other running back, number 8. To his left, draws back a pass, and gets some pressure. He's got to roll it to his right. That should be a hold. How's that not a hold? Throws on the run, and great job there. This is going to fly. It's going to be a hold, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, Mendoza was rolling to his right. Bain is like fighting for his life to be able to get like a sack, and the right tackle is just like, I'm holding on. He's holding on for dear life. So great job there, Ruben Bain, causing that flag. Yeah, they got pressure up the middle. Who is it that got the pressure in the middle? Number 9, yeah, right here. Yeah, number 67 is just like holding him, and like he's just like, I'm trying my best to get away. It's bad. That's a bad hold. That's for sure a bad hold. First down 20 from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation. Number 8 to his right. And going to be a flash pass. Throws. That's be caught up to the 30-yard line. Up to the 35. Up to the 40. And that's going to be Cooper rolling down to the 43-yard line. First down 10 for Indiana. Gain of about 23 yards. There's that, there's that RPO action. All right. Pistol formation. Running back behind him. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to about the 49, maybe 50-yard line. Gain of about 5 or 6. Second, I want to say 6. Second down 4 for the 50. Let's see. Yeah, second down 4 for the 50. 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. Mendoza going to be in shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Now over to his left. That's a false start. False start on the right guard, number 74. Oh, okay, I see. The right guard saw the defensive lineman like pick himself up a little bit and thought that he was moving. So I understand why he's up, why he might have been seeing that because it is probably loud up there. But still, that's crucial right there. Second down 9 for the 45-yard line, or 4 and a half. Going to be a throw. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Sharai. He's going to stiff arm him, man. Goodness gracious. Gets about 9 yards. They're going to say it's a first down. Great job there, Mr. Rock. I mean, he just stiff armed to oblivion. Wait, did they get the first down or not? They might not have. No, they did. First down 10. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Drop back a pass. Gosh, we hit. Handoff up to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 4. Second down 6. The Indiana squad looks a little rattled so far, making some unlucky mistakes. They've had some problems in the past of false start penalties. They mentioned it in the Oregon game. Then again, like I said, it was at Oregon. This is in Miami, so it is something to look out for sure. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Mendoza trying to get him to jump off sides. So second down 7. Drop back a pass and gets the pressure. Throws across the middle. Great drop there. Up to the tight, up to the 34-yard line. First down 10 for Indiana. Like I said, they're getting the ball up pretty quickly because like the pass rush is getting there. The pass rush is getting there. Ruben Bain's got 2 people on him, so it's freeing up Mesidor. Well, Mesidor. All right, so from the 33-yard line, shotgun formation. That's a Cooper in motion. Going to be a flash pass. Throws to Surratt. Great job there by Surratt. Gets up about a 7-yard gain. Second down 3 or 6-yard gain. They're just kind of dinging and dunk down the field, which is smart. Like I said, you're going to be tiring out this defense, especially this pass rush. They're not able to get to you. You got a great job there by Surratt. They got 2 foot down. All right, so I say the 5-yard gain, second down 5. Empty set, trips to the left, to the right. Drops back pass, bring in blitz, and boom! Got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Oh, that's Ruben Bain on, that's not Ruben Bain, so it's number 1, so number 4. Mendoza got absolutely cooked for number 1 off the left side, just and driven into the ground. That's more. No, sorry, not more. Torre. I was simply wrong. Mahomer Torre. Sorry about that. Third down 5. 4:51 left of the first quarter. Trip to the right. Run back to his right. Now I'm going to send Omar Cooper to motion. Going to be handoff, and that's going to be a first down up to the 20-yard line on 3rd and 5. First down 10 for Indiana. .435 left on the first quarter. It's been a long, sustainable drive for Indiana. I mean, they just almost quadrupled. Not quadrupled, almost like just ran all over number 5. So from the 20, going to be overloaded to the right. Run back to his left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to the about the 18-yard line. He's second down 8. Mendoza got hit pretty hard. I think he's bleeding. Yeah, he's already bleeding. Second down 8. Yeah, he got busted up lip. Good Lord. That's not going to get a penalty? Okay. That's surprising it's not a penalty. Number 8 just like headshotted. Like he headbutted him, but still, that's all right. Second down 8 for the 18-yard line. Going to be a flash pass. Going to be a run by Mendoza, who's going to get like about 2. Third down 6. I am very surprised they did not call a penalty on that one. That was like literally like you'd already given the ball away, and then it was just like and like hit him with his head. So all right. 3:11 left of the first quarter. Third down 6. Overload to the right. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind. Sorry. Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Dropping a pass, creating immediate pressure, throws for the end zone, and incomplete. Great job there by number 29, knocking that away from Becker. And it's 4th down and 6. That's Frederick Jr. I believe that's the freshman. Like I said, great job with there. Inside leverage. Almost got a pick, honestly. Becker kind of made that incompletion. So 4th and 6, got to kick a field goal. .34-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is going to be up and barely made it in. But it's still good, and it will be 3-0, 2:42 left in the first quarter. So, long, sustained drop at Indiana. Obviously, like I said, you were hoping for, a little bit more. But you draw first blood, quite literally. Like I said, Mendoza's lip is busted. But you draw first blood, and now the pressure's on Miami. Because now Miami's got to have a long drive. Because, like I said, you don't want to have your defense tired out because you can't do what you need to do. Oh, my nose stopped up. I don't know why. And then it is only 8:20, really. Oh, nice. All right. Let's see here. Obviously, both teams are still able to run the ball. Indiana did better on that drive. Actually, they were able to get sometimes only 2, but they got some 6 and some 7-yard runs. Miami obviously needs to establish a run a little bit better too. Like I said, they had on that first drive tight end. I don't understand why he didn't do that because he's always tight end. He had a clear way. So that kind of should be not great vision. But Miami's defense, yes, had a long drive, able to get a stop, home to field goal. Hopefully Miami can be able to get a long drive If they go for a field goal, it's fine. But you prefer to get a little more pressure. If you ever get a score touchdown, like say something like Malachi Tony, because like I said, we haven't seen that much of Tony yet. He's got one catch for that was first down. Like gain of like 4. That's about all we've seen. Is my spectrum just busted? What is going on? It's like stuck. It's like stuck on a spectrum thing. Let's switch to a different thing. Yes. There we go. Yeah, Signiti was obviously upset about the hit that uh, he was upset at the hit that Mendoza took. So return to the 10 to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. We got a commercial break. There's got to be like there's got to be like an injury or something like that. Because there's no way while we have the commercial break. Why does this look like a High School Musical commercial? I think it is. Is it something to do with Apple and its High School Musical with? I don't know. I'm so confused. Designed for every student, Apple. Okay. It looked like it looked like an iteration of High School Musical. I'm very confused. Like I said, there is sometimes we do need sound for context, so I have no idea. Also, seeing a Subway commercial after that, who actually gets like the tuna sandwich from um, Subway? I don't know the last time I actually had tuna. Like I don't know the last time I had tuna, but I'm not getting no tuna from Subway. I don't know. I get some salmon, and I get some. I'll get some. I give some tilapia every now and then, but tuna, I don't know about tuna. Especially if it literally came out of a can. All right. Well, let's see what Miami can do. Well, hopefully soon because it's a commercial. But that'll be the last one. Yeah, it's got to be injury. That's why it's taking so long. All right, here we go. 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be first down 10 from about the 26-yard line. Pistol formation, Fletcher behind him. Tight end to the right. Now Fletcher to his right, draws back to pass, and throws. That's going to be tipped up and almost grabbed by the tight end, but great play there by Indiana, tipping that one away. Second down 10, number 4 with a tip, I think. No, number 21 with the tip. It would have been a great catch and grab for the tight end though. Second down 10, 2:31. Carson Beck going to be a shotgun formation, run back to his left. Drops back to pass, bringing the blitz, throws to the right side, incomplete. Puns once again on the coverage. Great coverage by him. And it's going to be third down 10. Puns just so good, dude. He's going to make somebody really, really happy. Like I said, is he small? Sure, but he's aggressive. He is aggressive. I mean, he's going against a guy who's like almost three-quarters of the head taller than him, and he does not back down. All right, trips to the left. Going to be run back to his right from the 26-yard line, third down 2. They're bringing a blitz, and steps in the pocket. Is going to get sacked. Great job there by number 4. All the way back to the 19-yard line, fourth and forever, and Miami has to punt once again. Yeah, he had to get rid of it fast. They were bringing 6. Oh no, they backed off at the last second. That's a great blitz too, because you start off bringing somebody, and you drop them back in the hook zone. So like the person who's already set on blocking him is not going to readjust. That's a great blitz. That's a great blitz. Punt is underway. Almost got blocked, and it is not the best one. Well, it's taking a great bounce though. Goodness gracious, up to the 26-yard line. At first, it looked like it was going to be a good one to hit like the 40-yard line, and then it got bounced and bounced and bounced. So, thankfully, good bounce. Made it still okay yardage for Indiana starting point. Please don't go to another commercial break. All right, thank the Lord. Like I said, we already went to another commercial break. It's still the first quarter. So 138. Let's go to the first quarter. 3-0. Let's see what Indiana can do. From the 27, shotgun formation, running back to his right. And going to be a handoff to the left side, who's going to lose a whole bunch. Great job there by Ruben Bain. All the way back to the 21-yard line. Loss of 6, second down 16. Ruben Bain shot out of a cannon. You put a tight end on him, you try to. Okay, that's on Indiana play design. I'm sorry. Out of all the people you're going to run a buck sweep to, you're going to run to Ruben Bain's side and put a tight end on Ruben Bain. That's just dumb play calling. That's not smart. So second down 16, shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff, and he's going to be wrapped up for about a 1-yard gain. Third down and 15, 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. All right, Miami. Get another stop. Yeah, I mean, every other time you're literally putting 2 people on Ruben Bain, you're like, oh, let's just do a buck sweep to the side. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. All right. Third down 15, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Obviously still 3-0. Mendoza trips to the right, running back to his left. Russian 3, and screen pass up to, this is going to be corralled. Great job there, only gained about 3 yards, and Miami forces a 3-and-out. Great job there, going to be the end of the first quarter, still 3-0. So we'll go to commercial break, but Miami defense stand firm. Carson Beck, you got to do something. You got to do something. Right now you're 2 for 5 for 9 yards. So a very defensive first quarter, which is what we love to see. We want to see a great, close game. Wait, the Allstate guys in the Sin Help movie? I didn't know that. Hmm. I'm watching the Sin Help trailer. I mean, it's interesting looking. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it, maybe not. Manuel, nice, good defensive quarter, hoping for more offense. But if this is the way it goes, so be it. Exactly. I would rather have this than a blowout. So again, I don't care. Um, I mean, at this rate, Indiana did have a nice drive, but like I said, that was partially because they didn't have to be backed up very much. I mean, they did have that first down 20, but then they had that 23-yard reception by Omar Cooper. And then besides that, they really were behind the sticks. So if Indiana can continue to do that, obviously they'll be in better shape. Like I said before, that first down play was very dumb of them because why in the world are you doing a buck sweep to the side of Ruben Bain? Just makes no sense. Um, and then Miami just got some kind of offense. Like I said, you had the first drive, you got a first down at least, but like you haven't really got anything since then. So I'm trying to think what else could possibly like continue on. Like I said, I think Indiana's going to be able to move the ball a little bit. Miami hasn't shown it yet, so that's what I'm kind of concerned about. But did you see the Dolphins hired? Yes, I did. The Packers DC as their head coach. Yes, so Jeff Hafley, who has been the Packers DC for the past 2 years, um, vastly improved their run defense. It should be a huge get, and also something that Ken Walker and also Jordan Brooks should love because I expect Jordan Brooks to continue to have pretty good success. As I said, the linebackers succeeded in Jeff Hafley's system. You're hoping that the edge rushers, like I said, I don't know where Miami goes. Miami is a very interesting spot, honestly, for me. I don't know what they're going to do in the draft. I don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback situation. So I'm assuming that they expect, okay, Jeff Hafley, you're going to have a long time to kind of like not a long leash, but a little bit long leash. Plus, didn't they get the Packers player personnel guy for GM? Malachi Tony fell down. Wait, was he not down? I thought he was down. He got up to the 42-yard line. I could have sworn he was down, but apparently he like was still up. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I think it's a weak hire, but who knows how many people actually want the job? True. Hold, yeah, that bust down. Okay, I about said he almost was totally up. That was crazy. Knockout Tony, but he was in fact down. Um, I'll talk about it in a second because I haven't gone into detail with Jeff Hafley hire because I'm going to do it later on. But I do think that it's a good hire for Miami because it's hopefully going to change the culture, and you get Jeff Hafley paired with a guy that he's somewhat familiar with the new GM, the guy from uh, Green Bay. So again, it makes sense why you hire him. Was he a great head coach at Boston College? No, but like when has Boston College been consistently good? Not quite some time. It's basically since Matt Ryan been there. So again, been a while. Excuse me. 18 total yards from Miami so far. Not great. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be for maybe a yard. Second down, 9. All right, 14:30 left to go in the second quarter. Second down, 9. Obviously still 3-0. Miami's got to do something, though. Bunch to the right, empty set for Carson Beck. Dropping a pass, bringing a late blitz. Got time, though. Throws to the right side. Caught up to about the 30, I'm going to say maybe 39-yard line. Third down by 2 for Miami. Daniels with a catch and grab. I keep saying catch and grab instead of catch and go. I don't know why people say catch and grab is the same exact thing. All right, Miami, just get a first down. Just get something positive. All right, shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Gonna be a handoff. That is gonna be stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. Got a yard, maybe. No, not even that. Yeah, no. I'm not even running with Fletcher. It's just why are we do? Why did you do that? Like it's with a smaller running back, and you also don't really have the numbers game. You really, yeah, you really don't have the numbers game either. So why in the world would you do that? They had six in the box with like a outside linebacker, kind of like technically on Tony. So why do you check? Why do you check at the line? Hunt is underway. Got it off plainly there. We're going to come after it though, and it's fair caught at about the 15-yard line. Dawson, that's not a great play design. I mean, like maybe like if you're Carson, obviously if you're Carson Beck, you've got to make the check to the line. But like it's 3rd and 2. Sure, you want to run it, and you're trying to like a little sugar huddle, like kind of break away fast. But like you have 6 to their 6, and there's a linebacker technically on Tony, so he's just going to come off the edge. So I guess it's supposed to be a read option. Maybe that's why you did it, but I don't think that was a smart play. I don't think it was a smart play. But, you know, like so Miami's just not even moving the ball, which is frustrating a little bit. So now you're going to have to kind of depend on either, again, Miami's defense of getting you great field position, because right now, like, Indiana's at the 15-yard line. So hopefully you can get a 3 and out, get decent field position again, and hopefully get some semblance of offense. I mean, like, I don't know what you do right now, because like right now, like you're not even like testing down the field. You're not like you're just throwing something short, maybe run the ball, but not really efficiently. Outside of that one run by London, so I don't know. But speaking of Jeff Hadley, so Miami desperately needed a culture shift. Desperately needed a culture shift. Like obviously, Mike McDaniel at times led Miami to have some success, like like regular season success. However, they would always falter at the very end. And when it came to January football, they were just was absolutely horrid. Same thing for December for the most part too. And they weren't a very physical team. So you're hoping bringing in Jeff Hafley, bringing in someone from the Packers that have absolutely shown like, hey, we've got what's I was talking about? A very great defense. Can you be able to have that for the Dolphins, where you're going to be going against Josh Allen, where you're going to be going against Drake May, whatever happens with the Jets, like, and who honestly knows with the Jets, but like you're going against two great quarterbacks right now with Drake May going to make that ascension. So again, it makes sense why you get a defensive kind of guy to be able to combat that. I don't know who's going to as OC though. That's what I'm kind of interested in. I'm interested to see who he's going to get as OC. But I think that I do think that Jordan Brooks is going to have a great season, and hopefully see another emergence of I just talked about it, Michigan defense tackle. The rookie they just took. Shoot. Huge dude. Paired with Mason Graham. I can't think of his name right now. I'm so upset with myself. I can't think of his name. For the 15-yard line, shot information, run back to his left. Going to be a play action pass, and it's going to be thrown to Sherrod up to the 25, maybe the 27-yard line. So first down 10 for Indiana. 12:40 left to go in the second quarter. First down, 10 from the 27-yard line. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Miami's reading the blitz, and going to be throw across the middle, and great coverage there by number 29 once again on Surratt. Going to be second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Going to set tight end motion. Now motion back over to the right. Drop back to pass. And a quick throw is be caught. And that's going to be the tight end up to about the 34, up to the 35-yard line. And gets a little gang tackle. But he keeps on moving. It's going to be third down about 2. Great job there by the tight end, like refusing to go down. I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to remember. I think he was like a running back that converted into tight end. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I think that I know he changed positions. I know that for sure. Maybe it was a linebacker that changed to tight end. I can't remember. I know he changed positions. All right. Indiana going to be in shotgun formation. Going to have a running back to his right. Bunch to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be getting the first down. Ruben Bain with the tackle, but all the way to the 39-yard line. Gain of 4. And that's going to be first down 10 for Indiana. All right. Pistol formation. Running back behind him. Going to be a handoff to the left side, and he's going to be stuffed. He got about 1 yard, but Hemby only got 1 yard there. Second down 9. 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter. It's showing all the big hits that Mendoza's taken. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Going to see Surratt in motion up to the right. Now back over to the left. A little bit of a high snap, a handoff. That's going to be a Hemby, who's going to get about maybe 3 yards. It's going to be third down and about 6. Let's see Miami get a stop here. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. And dropping the pass, getting pressure, throws, and great coverage there. Oh, they're through a flag at number 29. Maybe it happened early on. I didn't see it. So you're on Surratt. Right here, right here, right here. Yeah. It's tug. It's enough of a tug. It's enough of a tug. They're hand fighting. He doesn't let go until too late. So first down 10 for Indiana. From the 46-yard line, shotgun formation, handoff, and that's going to be loss of about 4 yards. Great job there by number 99. And that's going to bring up second down at about 14. All right, says Miami defensive line is able to get a little bit of whooping on Indiana right now. It's a one-on-one, Pat Coogan. I mean, he just loses right there. Number 9 is just like, give it there. Got him. All right, second down 14. 9:35 in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Going to set Cooper in motion up to the right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be basically for about a yard gain. That's going to be Hemby. Third down and long. Third and about 13. I think I spoke too soon about wanting a defensive game. I want a defensive game. I like defensive games, especially like when it says good. When it is good defensive plays, that's when I like a defensive game. If it's just an offense ineptitude, which is happening right now for Miami, then it's bad. But if it's like, oh, like Miami's defense versus Indiana's offense is entertaining enough for me. 3rd and 12. Uh, the clock stopped. Is someone hurt? I don't know what happened. Oh no, Indiana called timeout. Why'd you call timeout? You had plenty of time. I don't know. All right. But yeah. Oh, now I kind of do what I was going to do before. So I just realized that score bug's not showing it. While I'm getting that fixed, if it's going to fix itself, there we go. Let me show you Miami Dolphins depth chart. Oops. All right. So obviously, we have no idea what's going to go on with the quarterback because a lot of people don't like Tua right now, and Taj Washington has done as great. But like I said, you got Jalen Water in Washington. Offensive line, you got second year Patrick Paul, rookie year Jonas Savaiinaea. Got to do better, obviously, but Aaron Bruce really good. Got to get better at right guard. I hope that's gonna be James Daniels, but he was the one who was hurt. Austin Jackson didn't play the best. Well, yeah, back and forth, but right here, okay, you need Chop Robinson in his 3rd year to make that bump. Kenneth Grant, like I said, he's probably going to slide in here with Jordan Phillips. So I had to guess. But Kenneth Grant is a 1st-round pick with Sealer. Bradley Chubb at times has shown that his worthiness, but he's getting up in there in age as well. He's about to hit 30. But Jordan Brooks has been really, really good, especially in last year. I expected it to happen the same thing for this year. But Miami just needs, honestly, just a great draft, a great depth draft for them to be able to actually take that next step. So I think they'll probably have a bad first year, and then that I'm hoping that Miami takes the next step, going to. I'm hoping they take the next step going into 2027 because that should be a really good draft. So Miami might be in a situation where they might trade down to accrue more picks, if I had to guess. All right, so 3rd down 13, shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Excuse me. And don't know what happened because it just cut away, but there's a flag. So it might be rough the passer. I have no idea what happened. I literally have no idea what happened because the Spectrum is being stupid. Presented by AT&T. Oh, this Spectrum is being stupid. Oh, it's offsides. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, Ruben Baines clearly offsides. Good lord. So 3rd down 8. 9:04 to go 2nd quarter. Spectrum, can you not mess up, please? My word. All right, gonna be a play action pass, and I'm looking through sections. I can't even see the actual play. 1st down 10 for Indiana. I literally don't know what happened. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Spectrum, what are we doing? Are we this bad? I'm literally just seeing fractions at this point. 1st down 10. I have no idea what's happening. I see the snap, and I see that they gained about 3 yards. So a second down 7 for the 20-yard line. Again, I literally have no idea what's going on because Spectrum is this bad. Reconnecting, please wait. Thank you, Spectrum. in the middle of the play. It's a touchdown. I just now see it. Charlie Becker with a touchdown for Indiana. I'm so upset. I got the very tail end of that. I got the very tail end of it. Couldn't even call it. But yeah, Charlie Becker. Actually, no, he's out of bounds. Okay, so he does step out of bounds, actually. I mean, he's just carrying a dude all the way to the end zone. But it will be out of bounds at like the 4-yard line. Right there. So actually, no, at the 6. That makes me upset. All right. It was like 2nd down 7 from the 20. Miami was playing way far off. Zach Efron trying to talk number 8, being like, I know you got dragged. It's fine. It's good. Yeah, he was out. Toe was clearly out. I mean, it shouldn't take that long. It's pretty clear that he stepped out of bounds. Like right there. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It was pretty clear. All right, it's 1st and goal. 7:56 left to go in the second quarter. Still 3-0. Shotgun formation. Going to be running back to his left. Going to send Charlie Becker in a motion up to the left. And going to be a handoff. That's going to be a great job there by Miami. Not even a yard. Well, actually, they are going to give a yard. 2nd goal from the 4-yard line. If Miami can hold to a field goal, that'd be something else too. All right. Mendoza, going to be in shotgun formation, run back to his right. 2-tight set. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be down to about the 1-yard line. Great job there by Bain. Bain's he's so good. 3rd and goal from the 1. I mean, if I'm Indiana, this is 2-down territory. You're not going to just give up when it's 4th. If it's 4th and goal from the 1. 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Overloaded to the left, I formation. And is there a timeout? Or I think Miami took a timeout. Yeah, Miami took a timeout. They didn't like what they saw. I'm assuming they didn't have the right people in there. All right, 3rd and goal from the 1. 6:17 left to go. Second quarter, we come back. Hopefully, not for long. And we're going to commercial break, of course. Of course we are. So again, Indiana is able to move the ball. Miami is not, and that's pretty much the difference of the game this point. Because both defenses are playing well. Like Miami's defense is still playing well enough. Obviously, like I said, they did have that 3rd down conversion, and then that 2nd down 7. They had Charlie Becker get a good bit of yards, but for the most part, it's just dinking and dunking down the field, taking up their sweet precious time, and so that's tiring of the defense. So for the most part, they're just like limiting explosive plays. Um, but Miami, when they get the ball back, they gotta do something. Like I mean, you literally have been having like 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, and your defense can only carry you so far. So it's right now it's going to come down to Carson Beck if he can actually do something. Because I mean, it's got to be deflating as a defense if you're doing your best. Right now, it's 3-0, and it feels like a lost cause because your offense is giving you nothing. You got to stop when you need to, and your offense is giving you nothing. Oh my gosh, I hate this cheesy commercial. I woke up feeling Jesus, coach. I'm sick and tired of this commercial. Get a new commercial. It's the same as a commercial every single year. 14 total plays tonight, and that was the 14th play of this drive. If that doesn't encapsulate how this game has gone so far, that's pretty much it. Indiana long sustained drive and Miami 3 and outs. All right, so third and goal, 6:17. Let's go a second quarter. Under center, I formation, overload to the right now, and going to be a fullback dive who's going to easily get in. Touchdown, Indiana. 6:13. Let's go second quarter, 9-0. Extra point back 10-0 for Indiana. Miami has to respond. But yeah, Riley, I think it was Noah Kowalski. I know I'm butchering that, but I'm pretty sure he was like a linebacker, and they switched to fullback. Noah Kowski, probably that's what it is. Noah Kowski. Yeah, 85-yard drive. All right, kick is up. Kick is good. So like I said, it's gonna be 10-0. Let's see if Miami can respond. Okay, so on that 3rd and 8, they did let up a long run. That's what happened. Okay, that's what I missed when Spectrum was spazzing out. Kick is underway, and look at that, 151 to 26 total yards. Good lord. All right, Miami. Carson Beck. Gotta do something. Gotta have a long staying drive. If we're being honest, like yes, obviously score, but gotta have a long staying drive. 3 for 7 for 16 yards. Ain't gonna cut it. Pistol. Fletcher behind him. Going to be a handoff. Fletcher's going to get, keep on pushing. Going to get about 5 yards. Great job there by the offensive line. Moving on down the way. Second down 5. A little pushing and shoving going on. Referee's got to push Indiana away. Goodness gracious. He had to jack him up. He had to jack him up a little bit. He's having a talk with him. Second down 5, 4:45, not 5:45. We'll go to second quarter. Yeah, Fletcher, that defensive line got a little talking going on. All right, Carson Beck going to be in shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Going to be a handoff Fletcher, who's going to get got tripped up. Gains 4 yards, though. Gains 4 yards. Third down and 1. That could be a good one. Did get tripped by, I think, by 46. Let's see here. On the edge. Yeah, it's the... Yep, got tripped up a little bit by number 46. Tony was the one that was blocking, and unfortunately Jones kind of like just knocked it up. 3 straight 3-outs for Miami is incredible. Pistol formation, handoff to Fletcher. He's going to be a 3-and-out. Oh, my gosh. Miami. 3 straight run up the middles, Dawson. That's what you're going to give us. 3 straight run up the middles. Fourth and 1. They crash in, and it's great. It's a great defensive line of work, but it's incredible. 4-11. Let's go second quarter. They're going for it on 4th and 1. They kind of have to at this point because, you're not getting anything on offense. You can't just give the ball back after a 14-yard drive. So this is incredible right here. Going to be a handoff, and Fletcher is going to. Did he get it or not? He's close. I think they're going to give it to him. Depends on spot. First down. Hey, there we go. First down for Miami. Finally. Also, Signetti's got a little bit of spit bubble right there. See here. Fletcher. Yeah, I think he gets it. It looks like he gets it. Goodness gracious, now you've got the biggest meme face. From the 35-yard line, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, throws down the field. Hey, up to the 40-yard line. We have offense. Let's freaking go. Number 7. Thank you. Finally, we have offense for Miami. 3:09. Let's go to second quarter. All right, from the 40, pistol formation, goes in Tony in motion up to the left. Screen pass to Tony, and is going to get about 2 yards. Second down 8. 2:30, let's go in the second quarter. If they want to, they can take this to a 2-minute warning. It's 2:11. Like I said, I'd probably take it to 2-minute warning. That's smart. They're breaking, but why would you run a play before 2-minute warning? There we go, 2 minutes. All right, so we come back. It's second down from the 38. 10-0, but Miami's finally moving the ball. It is 9:06. No. Yeah, I know it's 6. Okay. So a little time before I got to take my pill. Oh, I'm gonna go and give me some sweet tea. So hold on a second. Oh, I've been sitting for too long. Goodness. Ooh, ooh, baby, that's good. That's really good. Oh, baby. All right. So Miami's finally moving the ball. We can be appreciative of. Did take a little bit, don't like the fact they kept on running the football, in the middle, but they finally got the first. Finally got a first down instead of three straight 3-and-outs, and moved on the ball with like the big pass number 7. So you're giving your defense a little bit of break. Because started with 6 minutes, now it's a 2 minute. You got to capitalize somehow, some way. Got to get a score because you started off with the ball as well. So you got to score going at halftime, only down one possession, and then hopefully you come out of the half strong, get a stop, and then you're back in it. But yeah, that 14 play drive made me really be like, I don't know. But thankfully, like I said, a little bit ballsy, go for 4th and 1, but it worked out. Mm. I want to see a Ruben Baines sack. I haven't seen that one. I mean, we've seen like pressures, but I haven't seen him to get a sack yet. He's been very involved though. Like I said, the run defense by him has been immaculate. Um, he's been getting like pressure, just hasn't been able to, you know, he hasn't been able to finish the job just yet. Somebody's got to tell Kirsten he's got a spit bubble. He's got a spit bubble. He got to get it fixed. Second down 8, shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Of course, Spectrum messed up again. Oh my gosh, Spectrum, bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't even see what's going on right now. The Spectrum. I just know it's third down. So third down 8. Honestly, number 5 quarterback. I think that's kind of fair for Mel Kiper. All right, third down 8. Drops back a pass, and again, I can't tell because Spectrum's so freaking stupid. But another blitzing, and I was gonna be short. It's gonna be fourth down, about 2. Spectrum, I'm getting sick and tired of this bull crap, dude. I can't see the actual game because of you. Looks like Miami's going to wind this down, make them take up most of the clock. Spectrum, I'm losing my mind right now. Golly, I gotta go off, then come back on. I guess. I don't know. This is ridiculous. All right, so now we're back. 38 seconds, 4th and 2, and they're going to try for a 50-yard field goal. Excuse me. Kick is up, and kick is. Did he push it? Yes, he did. It is no good. Hits the upright. 33 seconds, still 10-0. Indiana has 2 timeouts. If they pushed it. Donk. It's from the 32-yard line. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be up to 35. It's about the 37, maybe 38-yard line. That's going to be it, probably. Well, it is defensive game, 10-0. And looks like Indiana's going to call one play, drops back to pass, and Mendoza throws, and going to be caught at the 50, and timeout was called by Indiana. So they got 3 seconds. So they want to see if they can throw a little Hail Mary action. Is that guy chewing on his mustache? Oh my gosh! They got the camera around him. He's literally tonguing his mustache. What are you doing, bud? He just keeps on doing it. Oh my gosh! Take it off of him. Take it off of him. It's not a great mustache. It's like full on nothing right there at all. Like nothing right there. It looks like it's like 2 eyebrows. And he's like literally chewing on it. That's not a great look. Not a great look at all. All right, so from the 50-yard line, gonna be Hail Mary time. Dropping a pass, rushing him to the left, takes a deep shot. It's got air, and it is knocked away. So 10-0 going into halftime. Actually, not that bad of an effort. Almost got a Charlie Becker. So Indiana does get the ball started in the second half. Miami's offense actually finally came alive, which is great. But unfortunately, they come up short. This is why, unless, like I said, something happens in the second half, why you don't put all your eggs in one basket with Carson back. I will say, though, part of it is also play calling. Like I said, you are quite literally just running up the middle, spam up the middle, spam up the middle, spam up the middle. On that last drive you had. You're lucky you got that 4th and 1 because like it was like literally the same as they play over and over and over again. So something comes on Dawson as well. I don't know if he just doesn't want to be aggressive or what, but I don't love what Miami's calling. I don't like the execution either. So it's both of them, but Miami's defense keeping them in the game. They are keeping them in the game. At this point, like I said, Miami's got to get a turnover. That's what they really need to do. They got to get a turnover. Somehow, some way, you get momentum back on your side. You set up your offense with great field position, hopefully. Because, like I said, right now you're not getting a lot of help, unfortunately. You had a great drive last time, but that's been an exception. I mean, before that drive, it was 151 to 26. I mean, that just shows you everything. And then on that 14-play drive, they got a touchdown and literally said 14 play the drive, 14 total plays for Miami. Again, that shows you everything you needed to know about how the game was going. If Miami had actually gotten that field goal, then maybe we could be like, okay, we'll have a little positive direction. Because, like, yes, you're still down by a score, but you're only down by a score going halftime. Now, double-digit lead. Indiana starts with the football. Indiana has been a great fourth quarter team as well. You have not typically this season been a great fourth quarter team. A little bit different story in the playoffs, sure, but typically you're not been. So we need Miami. And then maybe we can have a nice game. But I'm thinking that Indiana's going to win this one. They showed up Indiana's 24-0 when leading at halftime. Now, granted, at any point can those breakers be broken? Absolutely. But we have to see serious changes. And do I think it's going to happen? No. I have no faith. I learned a long time ago, don't have faith in Carson Beck. And that was when he was at Georgia. And, as an Auburn fan, I won't say he was carried, but a lot of times at Georgia, especially, like I said, that first year when he had Brock Bowers and Larry McConkey, like, dude, that Georgia-Auburn game still takes me off with Ron Roberts' defense. But, like, I mean, when you have two of the best weapons that came out of that draft class, and you still underachieve because you lose the SEC championship game and you lose out on the winning streak. But I just really couldn't just trust Carson Beck. And so, like I said, I'm saying nothing for Georgia fans as well. They've seen this show plenty of times. The reason why there's a lot of Georgia fans who are also right now Indiana fans. But yeah, I just like I said, unless something changes, like Dawson's offense looks better, they lean on Fletcher and actually starts working a lot more consistently than maybe, but it just ain't looking good. But at least not a blowout. That's the key. At least not a blowout. Shoot, Boston Connor was like 42-20, and I was like, please, Lord, no. I feel targeted, but I'm not mad. LOL. I'm just speaking your language. I get you. Like I said, I have Georgia fans as well, who are friends, and they hate Carson Beck as well because, like I said, just couldn't play in the big time, or it was too late when they did come back that one time against Bama, and they still fell. But he was so awful at the beginning, they kind of put themselves in that hole to begin with. So, yeah. This is not great. Also, it is interesting. It is interesting they got Marcus Freeman as one of the people that does it's going to talk about the game. Because yeah, he played against Miami in week 1, but he's also the head coach of a team that got spurred for Miami. So again, I like Marcus Freeman. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think it's an odd choice to pick him as the other analyst guy for for halftime when Notre Dame's still mad at Miami for getting him. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean they're just kind of basically saying what I've said before is Indiana's kind of controlled this game. They've been able to move the ball. not making any mistakes. And also, I mean, they have been doing some pretty great pressures. I mentioned before, like I said, they've had 6 men on the line, and then they drop them back. But like they sell it. They're going like first step, and then they backpedal, which is amazing. Like I say, it confuses the offensive line because they're so dead set on like, okay, this is my guy, this is your guy, and then as soon as you make that one step, they're going to take a false step, thinking you're coming, and then you're backing up. So again, it's great. It's a great blitz package. It's bad play design by Miami for like, especially that one play that was I think it was like a 3rd and 1, and they decided to run it up the gut again, and it was like 7 men in the line. It's like, okay, you don't have the numbers. Like, it didn't make any sense why you chose to do that. So again, credit to Indiana, especially on defense, and then also adding in the context of Miami's offense is not doing what it needs to be doing, especially schematically. So I give credit to both, basically. But this is definitely a defensive dragon out kind of game. Look at that. 63 total yards for Miami, 169 for Indiana, 1809 for Indiana, and 1151 for Miami. Again, it just shows the domination is literally over 100 total yards more. Sure hope Miami shows up. I hope too. Like I said, I want it to be a good game. And like so far, like it's not like an unbearable like Miami coming back. I mean, you got the home crowd, you got the talent for sure, but it's just execution and also play calling is just terrible on offense. So my analysis is that you're going to have to get some kind of turnover because at this point, like your offense did have a decent drive this past time, but it's like I said, it's not been the whole entire case, the whole entire game. So your defense is going to have to come up clutch and going to have to force turnover and set up your offense in great field position because I have no faith your offense can get on its own. Unfortunately, prove me wrong. That's the thing I'm going to say. Prove me wrong. But again, I'd much rather have this than 10-7 Raiders Broncos or the Texas Tech game because like Texas Tech Oregon, Texas Tech defense did everything they possibly can, but Texas Tech offense also was giving the ball away. So that's the reason why that made that one so miserable to watch because it was like you're watching a defense do everything they possibly can. Miami, you're watching defense do everything they possibly can, but at least Miami's offense is not committing turnovers. I say that hoping that doesn't happen in the second half, but I'm still okay with this. I'm still okay with this game being defensive as long as there's still some semblance of offense. And right now we're only getting that from Indiana. As 169 yards, still pretty good in the first half. So where commercial breaking spectrum is so messing up. This is gonna take me off. It's like giving me like the single frames and like the little like dots of doom. Spectrum. Why do you do this? I don't know why you do this. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do better now. Nope. Well, maybe. Maybe it's good. I'm just gonna take me off. That keeps on happening though in the second half. Anyways, um, I've already talked about the Jeff Hafley hire. I kind of mentioned the Sean McDermott firing, but I guess we can talk about that a little bit more too, since we're in a little more detail. Um, I understand why they fired McDermott. I don't understand why they retained Brandon Bean. As much as obviously Brandon Bean, like I said, is at times has made good selections. Maybe not be Pro Bowlers, but still great selections in the later rounds. He sucks in the first round. Absolutely sucks in the first round. Harrison is still up in the air, but you traded down for Keon Coleman. It technically was your first round pick, even though it's a second round pick. But it technically was your first round pick. He hasn't materialized. Most of the first round pick that hasn't really done all that well. Gosh. Rousseau has been good, but he's not been a game changer. Who's on the first round pick for theirs? That's nothing, so you can't really think about anybody. But they made great picks in the later rounds, especially corner. You got Taron Johnson, you got Benford, that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna clean house, because like I said, you gotta get that that stench of constantly getting there but not able to get over the hump. Why do you promote Brandon Bean? When Brandon Bean's probably in my mind, I would love for Bills to go in a different direction, but it just seems they're going to try to go up to Brian Daboll and bring him back and hey, here you go with Josh Allen. You help develop Josh Allen, you get another shot of being a head coach in New York. Ha 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 ha. And it's okay, I'm just not convinced that should happen. In my mind, I think Brian Daboll should be the offensive coordinator for a year, kind of take a step back instead of just rushing into another head coach. I would hope, and this is what I'm hoping for. I would hope that you have Brian Daboll as OC, so you bring him back, not as head coach, but as OC, so he can get his mojo back together. And then as head coach, you still bring in a defensive guy because, newsflash, yes, it'll be hard to replace an offensive coordinator because every single year, Oklahoma has to get somebody poached, just like you had for Brian Daboll. But you got Josh Allen. Someone is going to want to be the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills because they can prove themselves and they can be able to get a head coaching job. So you can go defensive still, but get new blood in there and hopefully be able to get somebody that can be able to go to the Patriots. If that's me, if I'm the Buffalo Bills, I'm getting Justin Miller. The reason why I say that is because you saw Chargers versus the Patriots. The defense did everything in their power to give the Chargers the game, and Justin Herbert just couldn't do it. With that performance, do you think that Josh Allen could have beat the Patriots? I don't think he could have. Even if Josh Allen was given the terms like they did for the Broncos, he could have done so. The Chargers defense was giving Bo Nix fits as well. Chargers defense over the last 2 years has been a top 3 unit. If you want to bring the Bills back to being a great defense, why not go after a great defensive mind that's still new in the game? I'm not saying that Sean McDermott had games passing by. That's stupid to think so. But obviously, just things weren't working out. You can't give up 30. Yes, Josh Allen also gave you bad field position with that fumble that you had to keep it for a field goal and that kind of stuff. But he also put up 30 points. You should win with Josh Allen with only giving up with them scoring 30 points. And that's the reason why ultimately I think that John McDermott got fired. Is consistent basis of we're getting so close. This was supposed to be our year where we didn't have to deal with Patrick Mahomes, didn't have to deal with Joe Burrow, didn't have to deal with Lamar. Whole bunch of new blood as far as the competition, and you failed. And you failed because not only Josh Allen obviously should get the blame, but also your defense giving up 30 points. You are a defensive-minded head coach. You should not give up 30 points. So again, I understand why they fired him. I don't like that they didn't fire Brandon Bean. I guess they just didn't want to have a complete reset. but I would assume because I mean I'm just thinking like Brandon being from the Carolina Panthers. Like the Panthers just known to have defensive coaches um, when he was there, like him set up through there. I mean, John Fox, Ron Rivera. Um, so I would assume that he is going to get a defensive coach. You could get offensive coach. You could promote Joe Brady. You could bring up Ryan Dable. But if I'm the Bills, I still pair Josh Allen with a DC and then again experienced OC is what I would do. Because you're still fine with Joe Brady, obviously. But I think Joe Brady's probably going to get a head coaching job. Because, like, there's plenty of job openings. So I would be surprised if Joe Brady doesn't get one of the eight. Like I said, you already know Jesse Minter, Clint Kubiak, Joe Brady, Brian Flores. Who else is definitely going to get a head coaching job this year? I mean, Jeff Hafley already got the Dolphins job. So three others are definitely going to get a head coaching job. Um, I can see in a world where Brian Dable doesn't. Mike McCarthy maybe, or might be his OC. Who else could possibly? Well, I think that is got a good shot at getting a head coaching job. Um, Grant Udinski. Udinski? I think, or Udinski. They said Udinski. From Jaguars, he's getting looked at. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. Being 30 years old, he'd be the youngest head coach ever, I think. So that'd be interesting if that happens. Um, there's another person too that's getting looked at. I I know that some Panthers fans want Ejiro Evero to get a head coaching job because obviously we'll get the first, we'll get compensatory third round picks next year. I don't think that happens this year. I think it happens next year. I think that Evero stays. I think Evero will be like the bell, not the bell of the ball next year, but he's already got a whole bunch of head coaching interviews in the past, so people like him. He's respected around the league. The defense is going to get improved because Dan Morgan's going to like vastly improve the defense. He already did it last year. He's doing it some more now. We're going to make a big splash. I already feel it. I already know we're going to make a big splash. We did it for the offense last year. We did it for the offense 2 years ago. Last year was kind of like filling in the pieces. This year is definitely going big. Not like, huge all around, but like I think we're going to get some edge rusher, whether that be getting one in free agency or trading up for one. Because I could honestly see if edge rusher starts falling down that Dan could be aggressive and trade up for. I'd rather not do it, but I could definitely see him doing so. Because that's the next step is you've already got a difference maker at most of the different positions. Difference maker at safety with Trevon Merrick. Difference maker two with corners Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn. Difference maker in the middle with Derek Brown. You need a difference maker at edge. You're hoping that the youngsters are able to grow. The linebackers definitely need to get improved upon. Probably going free agency as far as like a veteran that's going to want to work. And at this point would be a very talented defense. And in the offense, you just need to have more. You have young wide receivers who are getting used to the scheme, and I don't know if we go in the draft for it, or if we go in free agency for it, or if we just depend on Jimmy Horn Jr. being it for us. But we desperately need a wide receiver that's got some yak ability, which is why a lot of people have tied us to Zachariah Branch, and in the third round, because Obviously, wide receivers are very young. Obviously, we want Xavier to get to, continue to get better. And, like, if he doesn't show it his third year, he's not going to show it. Jalen Coker's been amazing. So is Taylor McMillan. But they're not yak kind of guys. They're guys who get open. They're guys who are reliable hands. But are they yak guys? Not really. So looking for that. Can Jimmy Horn Jr. be that? Maybe. Maybe he can. I'm hoping he can. So not to take another pick, and we just roll with our top four being, um, T Mac, Coker, Jimmy Horn, and also Xavier Leggett. Because that's a very young top four with reliable guys like Tremaine who can be like a tight end / wide receiver hybrid. Um, and then maybe like another veteran, like as wide receiver 6, but like that helps out us not having to not waste draft pick, but like get another draft pick on a wide receiver or spend the money in free agency for a veteran guy to be the number 3. If we believe that Jimmy Horn Jr. can be that guy, or believe that Xavier Leggett could be that guy, I don't know. I just know that we desperately we're missing that from our roster. All right, so after my rambling is all done, it is still 10-0. Indiana's going to get this ball. Can Miami get a stop and hopefully get something on offense? All right, kickoff underway, and it's going to be outside of back of the end zone. So first down 10 for Indiana at the 20-yard line. Spectrum, please do not do this. Okay. I just saw the little dots of doom and I was about to be upset. All right, so first down 10, shotgun formation, run back to his left, the 25-yard line. That'll be a handoff. He's going to be stonewalled. Great job there by Miami. Well, I assume. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. Initially stuffed, but then got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down 10. Again, Spectrum was being stupid, but it's fine. I'm going to deal with it. And there's Xavier Lucas. There we go. All right, pistol formation. Looks like it's going to be, that's Black to his left. Mendoza's going to be sacked by Mesidor. Again, unfortunately, I can't call the game because Spectrum keeps on messing up. Spectrum, stop doing this. Stop having the dots of doom. Third down 17. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Gonna tie into motion. And gonna be a draw, and that is gonna be, I can't tell. Gains about 5. Hopefully it wasn't face mask. Spectrum is killing me here. It's absolutely killing me. Yep, I think it's gonna be a face mask. See the face mask on number 18. On third and forever. Percival face mask. Yep. Spectrum, I'm getting very upset with you because it's so ridiculous. You keep on sputtering. Presented by AT&T, laughing in my face. Yep, it's a face mask. So stupid. It's third and forever. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. 13-4 left in the third quarter, first down 10. From the 38-yard line, shotgun formation, run back to his left. Looks like it's him beat to his left. Guess it's a right in motion to the right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be great job there by Keontae Scott. Second down. Again, it just sputters. Stop. I'm getting really frustrated because it's literally just sputtering. This whole entire time, it's sputtering. Second down 9. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. I can't even see it. It's going into frames. Mendoza just looks like he's standing there. I can't tell what's happening. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting very frustrated, and it's going to be incomplete pass, third down 9, trying to get us to right. I'm about to lose my mind. Spectrum, stop. Like literally, what can I do? What can I possibly do? Third down 9, 12:46. I'm going third quarter. I can't even see a single thing because right now it's still sputtering. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. It looks like Black's in the motion over to the left. Drops back to pass, and it's going to be a sack, I think, by Ruben Bain. So I think I just missed his first sack because Spectrum is messing up, and I'm getting frustrated because I'm trying to call a game. I'm trying to call a game. So I have no idea. No, it's not that. It was. Oh, like I said, I don't even know. Don't even know. Next commercial break, I'm just going to try to reset everything at this point because it's ridiculous. Points might be underway. Hopefully that might fix it. I'm sick and tired of this. Return with Malachi Tony. He's got some room, but I won't be able to really call it. I'll be able to call where he ends up to the 38-yard line. All right. I'm just going to reset everything because this is ridiculous. I'm starting to get annoyed with the game. This hasn't been the best to watch. It's very defensive, but just poor offense for Miami. Exactly. Like I said, it's been good offense for Indiana. So at least it's not been like total loss, but it has been doing that. Even just a field goal would make this better. Oh, absolutely. All right, I'm restarting everything, hoping that will fix everything. Because, like I said, I don't know why Spectrum was not working, but it just was decided to be stupid. All right, Spectrum, please, please, don't be stupid. Okay. Hopefully, it doesn't do anything. All right, let me take our final pill. There we go. All right. If we can just have Spectrum not mess up again, I'll be happy. I'll be a content person. Because, like I said, I just want to watch the game. Hopefully, like I said, it turns into a better game in the fourth quarter. Because right now, like I said, it's still 10-0. Maybe Miami can score something on this drive to make it a little, like, a one-score game instead of being a two-score game. But who knows? Who knows at this point? All right. So Miami will start the ball at about the 30. Let's say the 38. Yeah, 38-yard line. All right. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Draws back a pass. Rushing 4. Throws. Doesn't be caught. It's going to be Malachi Tony. Gets about 5 yards there to the 42-yard line. Well, yeah, about 5 yards. Second down 5. 11:35. Look on third quarter. All right. Pistol formation. Gonna have Fletcher behind him. Gonna make handoff to the right side. He's gonna try the right side up to the 45-50. Oh my gosh! Fletcher! 40, 35, 30. Go! 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Fletcher! And Miami is finally on the board. Yes! 11:06 left to go in the third quarter. Now the extra point make it a 3-point game. I sure as I was being really loud right there. And there are people probably sleeping. Dude, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. They needed that. That crowd needed that. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it is going to be a 3-point game with 11:06 left to go in the third quarter. And we have ourselves a game. Thank you, Fletcher. All right. All right. So, Miami's defense has been doing a good job all game without having any support of their offense. Now they finally do. I bet it's going to be kind of rejuvenate them a little bit as well. So, let's think about it. Okay? Ruben Bain, strip sack. That's what we want. Eventually. Doesn't have to be this drive, but eventually. I want to have a Ruben Bain strip sack. I want Ruben Bain to be able to have this moment, like game-changing play that hopefully people who are not dumb, well, no, they are dumb for doing this. People who are dumb, who say Ruben Bain's going to suck in the NFL, can be like, hey, okay, bud, Ruben Bain, yes, alligator arms. I don't care. I don't care about his alligator arms. He's got the natural leverage against offensive tackles. He is as strong as an ox, okay? Strong as an ox. So at bare minimum, he's going to be a great run defender. At bare minimum, great run defender. He's got the natural leverage. He's got a great first step. And he's got the bend ability. For as thick as he is, he still has some bend to him. So again, I don't care. I think Ruben Bain's the best edge rusher for the combined. Like I think obviously David Bell's better pass rusher, but run defense, like I said, Ruben Bain blow him out of the water. I want all the people, because I've seen Ruben Bain go down like to pick 15. I'm like, there's no way. If Ruben Bain falls past 7, I'm looking at Dan Morgan and be like, hey bud, could we trade him to get him? Like we just trade him to get him. Like it's like if Green Bay falls past 7, he falls past the Washington Commanders. Like I said, trade up. I don't care what you gotta give up. I want Green Bay because I feel the same way. I feel the same way that I feel about Jared Verse as I feel about with Green Bay. Strong as an ox. Yes, Jared Verse was a little bit older player. Yes, was he as like athletically gifted? He wasn't as athletically gifted as the other people. Like I said, you had Latu, you had Dallas Turner, who's an athletic freak, and so people were like talking down Jared Verse, but Jared Verse was absolute demon that you could put inside as well, and would have worked guards just like just like Bane will do. Like I said, love Bane, love him so much. All right, so 10-7, longest rush of Mark Fletcher Jr.'s career. Wow. All right, kick is underway, and that's going to be for a touchback. So first down 10 for the 25-yard line. All right, going to be in pistol formation. I think that's Himby behind him. Going to be handoff to the left side. He's going to get up to about the 30, up to about the 35, and all the way down to about the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 yards. First down 10, Indiana. 10:55 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. MB to his right. St. Cooper in motion. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be for about 4. Here's my spot. Yep. 4-yard gain. Second down 6 for the 44. Well, it's like a 4.5-yard gain. So like 5.5. Second down 5.5. Mendoza going to be in shotgun formation. Henby to his left. Going to send Williams in motion up to the right. That's right to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to the right side. He's going to get about 2. Be third down 3 from the 47-yard line. Come on, Miami. All right. Mendoza, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Sends Cooper into motion. Draws back to pass. Bringing a blitz. Quick throw. Caught. And it's going to be Surratt. And he drops it. Is it an incomplete pass? Yes. Surratt had it. It got popped out of his hands. He tried to recover. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Great attack there by number 1. Popped that out of his hands. Great job there. And that's going to be, and Nick, let's see right here. Yeah, his knees down. I don't know what the real is going to be on that. I assume he didn't have possession at all of it. So, be 4th and 3. Got to punt this ball away. All right, going to be fair card over the 12-yard line. So, not until let's go in the third quarter. First down 10 for Miami at the 12-yard line. Already had a great drive, only down by 3. Could this be another great job by Miami? We hope so. We hope so. At least tie the thing. At least tie the thing. That's what we want. I'm glad we finally got some offense. That's what I'm glad we got some offense for both sides now. Oh gosh, we need that. Because I will say, for a second there, it was like getting like 2011 LSU versus Alabama vibes, where like LSU didn't even like cross the midfield until like the fourth quarter, and it was like all Alabama for quite some time there. So thankfully, we didn't get that. Thankfully, we did not get that. I was about to be very upset. I want to see a little bit more from Carson Beck, but I also take a run heavy offense any day. So if you got to lean on the back of Mark Fletcher, then do so. Is that a commercial? There we go. All right, back to back. All right, so we first down 10 from the 12-yard line. 9:02 left to go in third. Two tight ends to the right, pistol formation, Fletcher behind him. Going to be a hand of Fletcher, who's going to try the middle, and he's got stonewalled. Second down 10. They just showed how much was the average price of a of this college football game ticket. Over $4,000, most expensive college football game ticket ever. That's incredible. Second down 9, so I guess they did give him a yard. Shotgun formation, Fletcher to his right. 8:30 left on third. Trips to the right. Now since Malcolm Tony in motion up to the left. Drops like a pass. And quick throw to Tony. And it's going to be dropped too low for Tony. Third down 9. He was open along the sideline, but Beck very much underthrew that one. 0 for 6 on third downs, Miami. Goodness gracious. All right. Carson Beck. Fletcher to his right. Tony in the slot. Drops like a pass. They're rushing 4. Throws. That's going to be dropped. Try to get to Daniels. Fourth down 9. Still great coverage there by Indiana. Kind of popped that one free. 8:16 left to go in the third quarter. Got a punch ball away. Well, not as great as the last drive, but we'll still take it. Booming punt that doesn't do great. It's like at the 42-yard line, 43. So great field position for Indiana, but they don't have the best field goal kicker. So at least there's that. Imagine this game ends 10-7. There's always a possibility, that's for sure. With 8:09 left to go in the third quarter, shock information, Black to his left, play action pass, get pressure, and Mesinor gets the sack on Mendoza. All the way back to the 35-yard line. Not gain, sorry. That's going to be about a loss of 6. Mesinor immediately beat the right tackle and then was trying to strip that ball away. Great job of Mendoza by keeping that ball. And then he just kind of just trips him up with his legs. He's like, yeah. Goodness gracious. So actually 8-yard loss, second down 18. Shock information, run back to his left. Gonna send tight into motion. Gonna be a handoff. That's gonna be up to about the 40-yard line, down to about the 41 and a half, depends on the spot. Still decent drive. So it's gonna be third down and about 11. If I guess I think about maybe get 7 yards. So I'll say third down 11. No, it's third down 12. Not close enough. All right. From the 41.5-yard line, shotgun formation, bunch to the right, running back to his right. Try and get him to jump off sides. Hello there, Dobie. How you doing? How you doing? Now I'm going to have left and broken up. Surratt's looking for a flag, but he's not going to get there. That is Lucas, I believe, who was on the coverage. Great job by him. No, it's not Lucas. It's the freshman. What's his name? Shoot. What's his name again? Frederick. That's right. Just popping in for a quick hello. Hello there, Dobie. I mentioned it before, Dobie, but in case you don't know, I will be streaming the 2 conference championship games next weekend, and that'll be the final stream of the year, because I'm going to be streaming the Super Bowl to be with my friends. Fun is underway. It's a booming one, and it's going to be returned by Micah Tony. Makes one miss, makes not really another man miss. Get up to the 7-yard line. So first down 10 for the 7-yard line for Miami. 6:24 left going to the third. And looks like we're going to go commercial break, I guess. And Mario Crispall's getting in there. He's like, all right. He's like, we got to get something going. Defense doing everything possible can do. I do want to go to Miami. I haven't been to Miami yet. Furthest South Florida I've been. Orlando? Maybe. Let me check and see. What's the furthest south I've been in Florida? Let's see here. You'll be able to see as I pull it up. Gotta look up Florida map. What is the... No, Tampa is lower than Orlando. So, probably... Ooh, what is going on? There we go. Goodness gracious. Are you not going to zoom in for me? No? Anyways. Yeah, Tampa's probably the furthest south I've been in Florida. Okay. Miami. We would just love for you to have some kind of offense in this next drive, if it's possible. If it's possible, yes. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? Then we wouldn't have to wait so long. Da, 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 da. I guess it's the second time that I just randomly done Beach Boys coming to my head. I don't know why. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's doing well too. How are you doing? By the way, there, Dubby. I know you were talking about that yesterday. From the 7 yard line, shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Going to be hands to Fletcher, who's going to try the left side, powering through. Is going to get about 3 yards there. Second down, 7. 6:15 left to go in the third quarter. Go and hurry up. Bunch to the left. Empty set. Draws back a pass. Quick throw. Popped up. Tried to get it to, I think they're trying to get it to Tony. But it was knocked away. Let's see here. No, didn't try to get it to Tony. Tried to get to, I think it was that Daniels? No, number 0, not Daniels. Third down, 7. 5:56 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, Fletcher to his right. 0 for 7 on third downs is crazy. But I said Tony in motion. Dropping a pass. Got throw, and that's going to be caught. Tony, and he is going to be stopped short. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 15. Dobie, I have not renewed my NFL Plus. I do not plan on doing so until next year. I'm exclusively going to let you tell me how the game you're going to go on Sunday. Good. You hear my commentary. Yeah, I know. Like I said, if you're only going to be using it for just 2 more games, there's no reason. There's no reason to do so. Like same as I think for like the what's it called? It's like week 18, and they were doing NFL Sunday Ticket. And I was like, really? I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be paying that much for only like a couple more. Punt is blocked, and it's going to be for a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Punt is blocked. Indiana finally got to it, and that's Kamara. That is Kamara. 16-7. 5:04 left to go in the third. That's huge. That is huge. All right, so who failed? That's what I want to know. Who failed? Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is. Oh, we barely made that in. That bumped in. So it is 17-7, 5:04 left to go in the third quarter. So who messed up? That's what I want to know. Who messed up? There we go. See the replay. He went through 2 guys, just passed him off. That's ridiculous. 87. You got to do a better job than that. You can't just pass him off. We'll see what happens. But from what I've seen, they can restructure Dante. I know I said Dante Moore. DJ Moore, Jalen Johnson, and Montez Sweat create $50 million in cap space. Hopefully that way we can keep our starting safeties Byard and Brisker. I feel like that's going to happen. You want to keep that core together. keep that core together. And like I said, it's going to be I can't remember if it's this year, if it's next year. There's going to be a huge salary cap increase because of how they they've done like the new way that they determine how shoot what I'm talking about. They've done the new way of like how they determine who actually watches the game, and so that's why the Eagles are just like paid a large sums of money because they know that like, hey, Lowry was a former, I think CEO of Paramount. Like he understands like the TV market, and he's like, oh, it's gonna get big, it's gonna balloon. So that's what I'm thinking. That of either I can't remember the thing is this year or next year when it's the cap space going to balloon. 8 block kick in the last 2 seasons is incredible. Carson Beck's only been 8 for 15 for 60 yards. That's crazy. Gonna be a flash pass, and Carson Beck is going to dump it off to Fletcher up to the 25, up to about the 27-yard line. It is to be an 8-yard gain, second down and 2. 4:45. Let's go in the third quarter. Still 17-7. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his left. Gonna be a hand of Fletcher. Going to try the right side, and it's going to go to the 30, up to the 35, and up to about the 37-yard line. First down, 10 for Miami. Sorry, trying to spell and play matches at the same time. Yeah, no, I got you on the Jalen. I saw that. I was like, I go right through it. Yeah, a little bit mishold there on Marigoa. 4 minutes left to go in third. First down, 10. Running back to his right. Fakes the toss. Throws deep, and it's a tight end who get absolutely laid out by D'Angelo Pons. Carson Beck threw a hospital pass. Bro, Pons is so good. Pons, Surratt, douche, lays him out. Like I said, he is small, but he is mighty. All right, hand off to the left side, who's going to get back to the 40, so gain about 3 yards there. Third down, 7. I must remind everyone that Miami is, in fact, 0 for 8 on third down. $3:30 left to go in third. 17-7. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Yeah, 0 for 8 on third downs. So this could be 0 for 9 if they don't get it. Shotgun formation. Drops back a pass and is going to scramble. Sets up his blockers. Throws down the field and it's going to be caught up to the 40, up to the 35. Down at the 35-yard line. Miami finally converts on third down. First down 10 for Miami. All up to the 35-yard line. About 2:50 left to go in this third quarter. Trips to the right. Running back to his left. Now going to motion over to the right. And screen, jailbreak screen. That's going to be up to, I think he kind of actually fell down a little bit. He's only going to get a yard, unfortunately. Miami is putting up prime 25 Falcons third down performances. No, they're looking like Auburn, honestly, where third down conversions. Good Lord. Yeah, unfortunately, it's an accurate ball by Carson Beck. If he had thrown a better pass, it could have gone for a lot much more. So again, Carson Beck, dude, come on. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Gonna set Tony into motion up to the left. And going to be a screen pass of Malachi Tony to the 30, up to the 30, 25, 20, up to the 15, and down to about the 12-yard line. First down 10 for Miami. 1:30 left to go in the third quarter. Still 17-7, but Miami is driving on down the field. Again, you have the weapons to do so. You have the weapons. Just can Carson Beck throw an accurate ball? That's literally it. One minute left to go in the third. From the 12. Carson Beck, got to hurry up. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who is going to try the left side to the 10 and down to the 9. Gain about 3 yards there. Second down 7. No, like we literally were something like 125 or 3-36 on third downs in a 3-game span. Auburn was like that too. From the Oklahoma and Texas A&M game, and I believe the Georgia game as well, we were absolutely abysmal on third downs. I think we had like 0 for like 13 for the Texas A&M game. It was something ridiculous like that. All right, second down 7. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Going to be a handoff to Fletcher, who's going to get up to the 5 and scoots on down all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1. And we will be going to the fourth quarter. It is a 10-point game, but Miami is knocking on the door. Think of your best, third down play, I guess. But, honestly, you could give it to Fletcher, and it should work. Hopefully. Hopefully. Keyword. And, at this point, too, it's two-down territory. Yeah, you could go for a field goal, but why would you? Why would you go for a field goal? You have this amazing drive. So it'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back from the 3. I want to believe Miami. I really do. Because Miami's defense has done well in the second half. Like I said, you haven't let up your defense has not let up a score in the second half. Special teams did. Can you continue to get stops? Can you continue to basically be the reason why you're still in this game? If Miami can score a touchdown here, which I feel like they're going to, make a 3-point game, keep yourself in the game, defense keep them doing what they're supposed to be doing, there is a chance for Miami to get the upset. There is a chance Miami going to get the upset. But it's going to come down to Carson Beck. We already know it's going to come down to Carson Beck. And that's what I'm afraid of. That's honestly what I'm afraid of. I see it too many times. Trying to rely on Carson Beck. Yes, that Ole Miss game for sure. He came up clutch for sure, and I'll give him credit. But if that's the only one I can really think of, that's kind of daggone bad. You've been in the college for too daggone long. So again, that's what I'm concerned about. Because I think you can run the ball. You've shown so the second half. It's that Fletcher's come alive in the second half. But if they're going to be stacking the box and basically just be threatening Beck to win the game for y'all, can he do so? That's what's going to come down to. I'm really excited for this fourth quarter. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm glad we finally got some offense. I'll say that we finally got some offense from both sides. We already had it from Indiana. We didn't have it from Miami. All right, we're back. 3rd and 1 from the 3. under center, overload to the right. Going to send Malachi Tony in motion. Going to be hands to Fletcher, who's going to easily get in for the score. Wide open was the hole, and Fletcher just kind of waltzed in. And that is a touchdown for Miami, 17-13. Fletcher with his second one for the day. 14:57 left to go in the fourth quarter, and an extra point is going to make this a 3-point ball game. All right. Kick is up. A kick is good. So it is going to be 14-17. Indiana was still the lead, thanks to that block punt touchdown. But we had a long sustained drive, and Fletcher, like I said, it is literally him. It is literally him. If Miami somehow wins this game, it should either be going to Ruben Bain or Fletcher, because they are the ones that are driving this. I mean, they just crashed down on the right. It's like it's man on man, because four is like coming down to be able to get Tony, and they have to they have to be aware of him. So it's like man on man, but it's just like the whole entire right side just gets like crashed down on. It's pretty much just like a walk. It's a walk, not a run. It's a walk. All right, defense. Keep doing what you've been doing, and shut them out in the second half. Kick is underway. Going to be for a touchback. All right. First down 10 from the 25-yard line. What's going on? They had to reset the play clock? What happened? I don't know why they had to reset the play clock, but okay. Second half tonight, Mendoza had 3 pass attempts, 3 sacks. Good Lord. Shotgun formation, running back to his left, probably a run here, I guess, and it is. Going to be handoff. That's going to be, looks like that's going to be Black for only about a 2-yard gain. Second down 8. Come on, Miami. 14:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation, Black to his left. Going to be hands to Black once again, who's going to get to 30, up to 35, and all the way down to the 40-yard line. Great run by Black. First down 10 for Indiana. Shotgun formation, Black to his right. 2 tight end set. Going to be a flash pass once again. Throws, and great defense. Great defense from number 24. That's an amazing play by him. Like I said, broke on the ball, knocked it away. On Omar Cooper. Second down 10 for the 40-yard line. Second half, Mendoza's 0 for 4. Bunch to the left, going to be a screen pass. That's going to be Omar Cooper up to the 45, up to the 50, up to the 45, and out of bounds at about the 42. Oh, gosh, he got blasted. At about the 41-yard line. Indiana, first down 10. 13-30 left on the fourth. Yeah, Keontae Scott, good Lord, he laid the boom. From the 42, shotgun formation. Running back to his right, going to send Omar Cooper to motion to the left. Flash a pass, and got to hurry up. Got to scramble. Is going to get about a yard. Second down 9. Ruben Bain was there. Mendoza had to step up in the pocket and just kind of get whatever he could. From the 41, second down 9. Run back to his right, shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be, looks like that's going to be Hemby, up to about the 37-yard line. So gain of 4 yards there. Third down and 5. 12:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Come on, Miami. Get a stop. Indiana in the second half, 0 for 3 on third downs. Mendoza, going to be shotgun formation, trips to the right, run back to his left. Drops back a pass, and is going to throw deep. Cooper lost it in the lights. He had a step, but Cooper missed it. 4th and 5. It's a well-placed ball. Like I said, Cooper wins. He just loses it. Oh, wait. That should have been called a pass interference. 8-7, got to call timeout. Indiana has to call a timeout. If they go for it, it's the first time they're to do it. This is no man's land. I mean, do you want to punt here? I don't think so. Then again, if you don't get it, you set up Miami with great field position. So we are at commercial break. I'm very nervous, if you cannot tell. I am very nervous. I am an Auburn fan. I'm wearing a Miami shirt. I'm hoping Miami has a storybook ending. So at least there's that. Is my scorebook? Yeah, my scorebook's fixed. I was making sure it was. Hey, country boy, Miami getting away with holds all night. That is also fair. They have been getting away from holds. I will say, like, I can't remember which game these people did, but like they didn't call a lot of penalties the last game they played too. Yeah, if Indiana wins, I'm okay with it too. But which game was it with? Like I said, it was one of the games that Pat McAfee commented on. Was the Oklahoma game? I can't remember which game it was, but these refs had done a college football game before, college football playoff game before, and like I said, there wasn't a lot of penalties. So I was kind of expecting that this game, and we've seen it so far. Like I said, unless it's been like absolutely egregious, they haven't quite thrown it. So there have been some holds. There often are holds, but yeah, no, like that one. That one, I guess the ref just like, well, he's also lost it, but like Omar Cooper did get kind of held back a little bit. So 11:28 left go in fourth quarter. Fourth down to 5, 17-14. Again, they're mentioning this is the first fourth down attempt in the CFP this season for Indiana. But it's because they've been steamrolling everybody else. I bet it's loud in Miami right now. Mendoza, shock information. Looks like it's going to be Black to his right. Drops back a pass and throws, and that's going to be what a grab by Beck. Back shoulder, first down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Holy crap. That's an amazing grab. Wow. Like behind him. That's an amazing grab. Dude. First down 10 from the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. Looks like Black to his right. Going to be hands to him. He just bulldozes and gets about, I say about 4, maybe 5 yards. Depends on spot. Second down 6. 10:35 to go in the fourth quarter. So there's a 5-yard gain. Second down 5. 10:25 to go in the fourth. Shotgun formation. Black to his right. Going to send Surratt in motion up to the right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up the middle. Gets maybe 2. Depends on spot. It's going to be about third down, like 3.5. Clock keeps ticking on down. 9:50 left to go in the fourth. 17-14. Third down and 5. Okay, so they didn't even give him that much yards at all. Shotgun formation. Black to his right. Drops back a pass. And get pressure, throws for the end zone. Oh, way over Williams. That's a very big overthrow. Fourth down and 5. Does Indiana take the points? Or are they going to go for it? I mean, I would probably go for it for sure. A little handsy, but it is overthrown. If it's thrown better, they might throw it. I don't know. So 4th and 5, looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal. They got to call a timeout. Oh my gosh, Indiana had to call 2 timeouts on 4th downs. This one, because I guess they're indecisive on if they want to go for it or not, or are they going to kick a field goal? Indiana, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite you, dude. Hopefully using those timeouts do not come back to bite you. Yeah, they showed the 50-yarder that like bounced off the upright. That's the difference in the game right now. Is a field goal. It's been an entertaining game, especially in the second half. I'll give it that. Okay, so they are going for it. After the timeout, they're like, all right, let's go for it. All right. 11-play drive, the 12th play of the drive. Been 63 yards, 5.5 minutes off the clock. Oh, this is huge. All right. Shotgun formation, Black to his left. Drops back a pass, And that's going to be a run by Mendoza, who's going to get the first down to the 5, and in for the score, Mendoza. Wow. Wow, Mendoza. He got crushed, but he got a score. 23-14, 9:18 left to go in the fourth. Put his body on the line. Oh, he crumpled to the ground. Good Lord. That's a touchdown. And kick is up, and kick is good. So it is a 10-point game. 9:18 left to go in the fourth. A QB draw on 4th and 5 is a wild play call. It worked, but that is a risk that I did not think they were going to go for. Goodness gracious, that's incredible. Well, Miami, you're only going to have maybe 2 chances. Especially, like I said, how Indiana's been able to move the ball. As much as you've been able to run the ball, which you have, again, it's going to come to Carson Beck. Again, it's going to come down to Carson Beck. Because I think you can move the ball with the run, but you don't have that much time. 9 minutes is not a whole lot, especially with how your offense has been. It's been long, sustained drives. Like I said, I'm good with either one winning. I don't have really a horse in this race. Like I said, I mean, technically, yes. Like I mentioned before, like Auburn does have people on Miami's staff and also players. Like Keontae Scott played at Auburn for 2 years, then transfers to Miami to finish his final year. Zach Etheridge, former Auburn player and Auburn coach, I think he's technically the defensive pass game coordinator and cornerbacks coach. Love Zach Etheridge. So that's kind of why I was also going for Miami. I did have to wear a shirt because of a bet, but still, regardless, I don't care who wins, but this has been a better game than what it started out being. When it was like still being 10-0, I was like, okay. Like I said, I don't mind being a defense kind of game. I like defense kind of games. But for a second there, I was like, I need something from Miami, and we finally got something. All right. Let's see if Miami can respond. But yeah, they're showing it right now. Like, that's incredible, though. I mean, 5 men in the box, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. But if it's not, oh, dude, if it's not for, was that is that Coogan? I think it is. Coogan getting a block for number 5. Like, I don't think it works. I don't think it works because he doesn't. He cuts off of his block. So that's incredible, Mendoza. He's a big dude. He's definitely a big dude, so he can take that hit. But goodness gracious, not the kind of hit you want a quarterback to hit. Going to return from the 2, up to the 10 to the 15, up to the 20, maybe. There is a flag, and I think it's going to be holding too. And there's another flag too. I think it's going to be. I think both of them are holding. So 9-11, never forget. Let's go in the fourth quarter, and Miami's down by 10, and they're going to be backed up big time. from the 9 because of the holding. Pistol formation. Fletcher behind him. I think it's going to be a run. No clutch pass. And off his back foot. Called by Malcatone to the 15. Up to about the 18-yard line. Be just short of the first down. Second down and 1. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Going to be a run here. Hand off to Fletcher, who's going to easily get the first down to the 20-yard line. First down 10 Miami. 8:40 left to go in the fourth. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Bunch to the left. Now I'm going to send Nakatoni in motion up to the right. Drops back a pass and fakes the screen. Got plenty of time. Takes a deep shot down the field and incomplete. Tried to get to number 0, Marion, and unfortunately it's going to be incomplete. Second down 10. 8:03 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, they had that double covered. They tried to be like a fake screen and then, like I said, throw deep, but they had that double cover, so they couldn't hit that. All right. From the 20, second down 10. Let's see, shotgun formation here. Running back to his right. Nakatoni to his left. Drops back a pass. They're bringing the blitz, and Carson Beck throws deep. And holy crap! Oh, this is an incomplete pass. Oh, I thought he caught that. Oh my gosh, that would have been an amazing catch. Marion on D'Angelo Pines. That's an amazing matchup. Oh, man, he almost had that. But Pines keeps on fighting. Oh, man, he almost had that. Third down 10, 7:55 to go in the fourth. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his left. Trips to the right. That's got to be a false start. Yep, false start. I think on number 7. I think it's going to be, yeah. Third down 15. Oh, no, number 63. Oh, okay, I thought they called it on wide receiver. Okay. Third and 15. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Indiana showing blitz. Drop back to pass. And Carson Beck throws down the field. Caught by tight end up to the 35-yard line. Down to the 37. First down 10, Miami. 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Got to hurry up. Time is not your friend. Shotgun formation. Split out wide. Drops back to pass. And throws. That's been caught by Catoni. Up to the 45-40. Up to the 35-30. 25. And down to the 22-yard line. Miami first down. 7:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. 24-14. But Miami's driving down the field. Catoni's got great speed. Great speed. From the 22-yard line, shotgun formation. Fletcher to his left. Drops back a pass. They're rushing 4. Beck's got time. Dumps it. Ooh. Popped up in the air. Almost picked. Second down 10, 6:44. Ooh, okay. A reminder that Miami has all 3 timeouts. Indiana only has 1. It wasn't the best pass, but it did hit Fletcher in the hands. But it was a little bit behind him, though. All right. Shotgun formation. Fletcher to his right. Going to be a toss. Malachi Tony off to the right side. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Miami. Malachi Tony. 6:37 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the offense has arrived in the fourth quarter. It is 24-20. Extra point, make a 3-point game. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. We got something. 91-yard drive in 2:41. It's not over. Like I said, hey, that's 91-yard drive in 2:41. That's pretty daggum good. I said, I think we're doing that fast. Kick is up, kick is good. 3-point game. And that was all Malachi Tony right there. I mean, he had that long catch and run, little show pass to him. All right, we're going to commercial break. I'm going to give you some more sweet tea. Ooh, that's so good. Been a great game. Started off slow. Started off defensive fast. But the offense has come alive. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Okay. Now it comes down 6 minutes since we change. Can Miami get a stop? And can Miami, in front of the home crowd, bring a national title? Or can Indiana drive down the field and win the game? Who knows? Who knows? I'm so glad we finally we second half. The first half, let's forget about first half. Second half has been a great game. First half, defensive mess. Second half has been a whole lot entertaining. I mean, we had a block punt. We had a 57-yard touchdown run. We got plays galore. We got going on 4th and 5 with a QB draw. Like we said, we got everything going on in the second half. First half, just forget about it. Just forget about it. Don't forget about scores. Support half scores. But it's really second half. Oh man, I'm nervous though. I don't have any skin in the game at all. I'm nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. I did say that I wanted to see a Ruben Bain Jr. strip sack, so that could still happen. That would be, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Would be amazing for Indiana, obviously, but dude, if Ruben Bain got a strip sack to set up Miami in great field position, bro, that'd be something else. All right. Ooh. I want Indiana football to win this title game. I know you do. I know you do, Parker. I'm just glad we got a game. And kick is going to be for a touchback. So first down 10 for the 25-yard line, 6:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second half yards, 86 for Indiana, 249 for Miami. 249 is crazy, especially when you were so bad in the first half. So bad in the first half. All right. Mendoza, going to be, looks like overload to the right, or right to his left. Going to be handled to Himby, who is going to try the left side, and he's going to get about 3, so second down 7. (24-21), second down 7, 6:11 left on the fourth quarter. Mendoza, going to be a shotgun formation. Looks like Himby to his left. Now we pistol. Himby behind him. Tied in to his right. Going to be handled to Himby going to try the right side. He's going to cut back inside. Gets about another 2. So it will be third down and 5 from the 30. 5:40 left to go in the fourth. Still plenty of time in this game. Dude, they are doubly teaming Ruben Bain. He still makes a tackle. He is so good. So good. Mendoza. Going to be shock information. Bunch to the left. Now I'm going to send Cooper into motion. Now motion back over to the left. When we roll out to the left, throws on the run, caught by Cooper to 35, up to the 40, and up to the 44-yard line. Well, let's say the 45. First down 10, Indiana. 5:04, let's go to the fourth. From the 45-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Black up to the 50, and that's going to be a gain of 5. Second down 5. 4:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation. Black to his right. Going to be handoff, and he is going to be losing 2. Great job there, but number 31 shooting the gap, and it's going to bring up third down and 7. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. They just don't block Bain? Why would you not even block Bain? Third down 7. 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mendoza, shotgun formation. Black to his right. Trying to get him to jump off sides. My gosh, what a grab. First down 10, one-on-one. That's an amazing grab. Holy crap. One-on-one. All over him. Comes down on it. Charlie Becker. Pistol formation. Going to be handled to Himby. He's going to try the right side. Up to the 30, up to the 30, 25, and out of bounds. I don't know if he got the first down or not. It's 2:16 left to go in the fourth. But he did go out of bounds. First down 10, 2-minute warning. Like I said, Miami has all 3 timeouts, though. Oh, it's not over. I mean, really, the difference in the game is that block punt. The difference in the game is that block punt. Obviously, you can say the missed field goal by Miami. It was still 50-yarder, though. But it's a 3-point game. What a game. Oh, what a game. 24-21. 2-minute warning. Miami has all 3 timeouts. Indiana first down 10. If you're Indiana, let's just say it's 4th down and 3. Do you go for it? I think they do. I think they do because it's going to end the game. Because Miami's going to have to call the timeouts. If it's 4th down and 3 and you get it, the game's over. I'm just thinking ahead. I'm just thinking ahead what could possibly happen. Because, yeah, like a field goal make it a 6-point game. They have to score a touchdown. But, like, do you want to give it a chance? I don't know. I don't think you do. So this will be interesting to see what happens. They were shown before Mendoza on game-winning drives. Iowa, Oregon, Penn State. Does he have it in one more time? To seal the game for Indiana for their first national title ever. To cap off being a Heisman winner, winning a national title, and it's a foregone conclusion. He's going to be the first overall pick. What a season if that's the case. All right, we're back. From the 23-yard line, first down 10 for Indiana. Shock information. Overload to the right. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be up. Oh my gosh, he's so close to the first down. It'll be his 2nd down and 1. 9-yard gain. Timeout is called by Miami. Look at there. Charlie Becker, the first 7 games, 4 receptions, 70 yards of touchdown. The last 8 games, 28 for 544. That's incredible. because he's the next man up because everybody else is going to be gone. Yeah, they're showing it right now. That's an incredible catch. Golly, dude. Because he did it also in the working game. I mean, he did it twice. I mean, like, look, that's an incredible catch. I thought that Indiana football blowout Miami. Yeah, hey, I'm glad it ain't no blowout. That's for sure. That would have been hard to commentate. This one, this one's incredible. Second down and 156 left to go in the fourth. Mendoza, shotgun formation. Hemby to his right. It's going to be a false start on the left tackle. Holy crap. Oh, my gosh. It's a false start on the left tackle. He just shifted barely. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. Smith, right there, just barely. Oh, instead of second down 1, second down 6. All right. You can see Signetti he's so fed up. From the 19-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his left, trips to the left. Gonna send Becker in motion. Gonna be a handoff to Hemby, who is gonna get maybe a yard. Third down and 5. Timeout is called by Miami. 151 left on the fourth. Oh man, that false start, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're showing again the block punt. It happened in the third quarter. Then you had like I said, you had the touchdown run. Then you had Mendoza's touchdown run. You had back and forth. Then you had technically, like I said, you had Malachi Tony getting scored. Like I said, it's been a whole lot in the second half. Oh gosh. I wonder if they're gonna go for a Sherrod here. Someone who can get open, not a jump ball like what he's been doing to Becker. Third down and 5, 151. Pistol formation. Running back behind him. I think it's black. Yeah, black behind him. Going to be hand off to the left side, who is going to get stonewalled by Miami. And the last timeout is called. 147 left to go in the fourth. It's 4th and 5. Oh, Indiana, what do? Do you take the points? Or do you try to end the game? This is the decision. This is the decision. I think they're going to go for it. I think they're going to go for it. Try to end the game here. Because, like, see, you get it here, then you just kneel it out. And you don't leave it up to chance. No, they're kicking the field goal. All right. So they're kicking a field goal. And Miami will have a chance. 35-yard field goal attempt for Indiana to make it a 6-point game. I mean, it should be right down the middle. Kick is up, and kick is right down the middle, like I said. 27, 21, 142 remaining in this fourth quarter. Carson Beck, can you deliver? Carson Beck, man. You won 2 national titles as a backup at Georgia. Can you finally win one for yourself? Can you put the team on your back, divvy up the ball, and win 28-27? Is that going to be your legacy? Wouldn't have it any other way, dude. Look at that. 318 and 318 yards. Holy crap, dude. It is it's tied in yards. Oh man. This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm probably gonna be able to go to sleep for quite some time after this. And I need to because I gotta wake up early in the morning. Oh man. Look at Ray Lewis. I think he was trying to talk to Carson Beck. This game may go overtime. No, if it goes overtime, it's because they missed the extra point. That's the only way it goes overtime. It's a 6-point game. That would be incredible if the extra point is blocked. Holy crap! Oh man, dude, if Miami all it needs is an extra point to win the game and it gets blocked, oh my god, that's gonna be awful for Miami because you're like crap. Now I can go overtime. Yeah, Ray Lewis is talking to him. That's incredible, dude. So Ray Lewis is like kind of give you a little pep talk. First down 10 for the 25-yard line. 142, no timeouts. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Is that a delayed game? How do you have a delayed game? Yeah, Mario Crispall's ticked off. How is that a delayed game? How do you get a delayed game after a kickoff? First and 15. How in the world do you get a delayed game? Shotgun formation, same exact play. Drops back to pass. And it's going to be flinging that one away. So it's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, bud. Incomplete pass. 1:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down 15. Shotgun formation. Carson Beck is going to have Fletcher to his right, trips to the right. Now I'm going to say Malachi Tony in motion to the left. Drops back a pass, and is going to throw deep behind him. First down. Yeah, roughing the passer. Oh my gosh, Indiana. That's so dumb. He may throw an interception, yeah. Boosh! Oh my gosh, he got rocked. He got rocked with number 97. So 1:32 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's first down 10. 27-21. Carson Beck from the 35-yard line. Running back to his left. Drops back a pass. Only rushing 3. He's going to dump it up to the run back up to the 40, up to the 45, and down to the 46-yard line. First down, 1:25 left to go. Clock stops, so they reset. Running back to his right. Drops back to pass. They're bringing the blitz. They pick it up. Carson Beck throws, and what a grab by Malachi Tony. It's gained 7 yards, second down 3. Clock continues to run. 109, 108, 107. From the 47-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his left. Drops back a pass. Quick throws, be caught, and that's going to be to the 40-yard line. First down 10. Clock stops right now, 52 seconds. It'll start back up. Carson Beck, shotgun formation. Timeout is called by Indiana. So I got to put it back on 52, 50, like, 1. Oh, it depends on when they snap it. They probably put either a second or 2 seconds on the clock. No, they put on 3. Wow, so 51. All right, so 51 seconds left to go. 6-point game from the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. '51 seconds from the 40-yard line. Carson Beck, shotgun formation, running back to his left, drops back to pass, and throws deep. Picks. He underthrew him. You were right, Parker. And that's how it ends. And that's how it ends. Yeah, it was a flag for excessive celebration, but it doesn't matter. He underthrew him by a good bit. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, but like I said, it doesn't matter. Game's over. All Indiana has to do is kneel down. And Indiana will win their first ever national title. I don't think Carson Beck has moved a muscle. It's one-on-one. Safety goes over. He throws, undercuts it. Gives him triple coverage. That's what you get, Beck. That's what you get, bro. Why would you throw that ball, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is double covered. So it's to kneel down. Got to do one more. National champs now? Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Indiana, it will now be the second 16-0 team since like 1890 something, like 98 Yale. Oh man, dude. Miami was so close, dude. They're so close. Yes, Miami for Hurricanes football season is over now. Oh man, dude. The difference in the game was that blocked punt. Look at Kurt Signetti. Getting the Gatorade bath. He's like, ooh, it's a little cold. Yep. Dude. Indiana, man. Indiana won. A hard fought game by both teams. Special teams became the deciding factor. Miami had a chance, and then just like has happened before, Carson Beck could not live up to those expectations. Wow. That's the final play for Carson Beck. Is a pick. Oh, they're bringing up Gene Chizik. First coach to win a national title in his first or second season at a place since 2010. It was Gene Chizik. Yep, sure enough did with the Heisman Trophy winner. Yep. Manuel, in 2 years, Kurt Signetti, from Googling him to Google national champ. Dude, what an incredible game. What an incredible game, man. Like I said, it started off as a defensive slugfest, and then it came alive in the second half, man. It came alive. Oh man, man, Fletcher is ticked off. You know he is, dude. He gave his all to. Like I said, I feel bad for Miami. Like I said, in your home stadium, in front of your fans, could have been a storybook ending. But unfortunately, that 2001 title still will have to wait. Indiana, man. What an incredible season, man. 16-0. I don't know what Kirk Sidney's saying. I don't have the commentary on. I'll watch it later on. But what a season. What a season, man. He's got a lot of NFL talent. I know people were trying to downplay Indiana, but I'm sorry. Like, yes, Mendoza's going number one. Look out for that next. Charlie Becker probably next year. Holy crap, he was good this game. Mendoza was 16 for 27, only like 168 yards, but like I said, when they needed him most, that 4th and 5 is incredible. Oh, yeah, college football season's over with. Only got 3 more games of football. 3. Oh, gosh. Well, as I said before, I'm going to be streaming the conference championship games next week. Both on Sunday, so be tuned in for that. Super Bowl, I'm going to be with my friends. I'll be streaming that. Try to enjoy that with them. But man, dude, what a way to end the season. What a way to end the season. Can't wait for it next year. Hopefully all will be better. I need it. I will take 7-5 at this point. I will take mediocre. Just get us to a bowl game and a decent season. That's all I want at this point. We've sucked for quite some time, unfortunately. Oh man. Manual. All right. Well, that was a good game. Great stream, Ryan. Good night, y'all. I'm Hicks tired. Same here. Uh, dude, I'm still in disbelief of how it ended. An interception, dude. And hey, like I said, you called it. You called it, Parker. You called it. Well, I'm gonna end the stream. As like I said, I gotta wake up early in the morning. Uh, yeah, thanks so much for joining. This is an incredible game, and I can't wait for next year, dude. I can't wait for next year. If this way it ended, hopefully it starts back again. Uh, Live by Carson Beck, you die by the Beck, for sure. Thanks so much for watching.